Yo.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Good evening.
Yo.
Hello. Welcome to week 2. We got my man AK, Skittles, OG Dr. Love. What's up, guys?
What's up?
You guys ready?
Oh, born ready, my dude.
No doubt, man. No doubt. It's going to be intense. Got to give a big shout out to our winners of last week. Who was that again now?
Sure, I'll give a quick shout out to our top 3 teams last week. Was going to be Gratuitous Violets coming in the number 1 spot. Number 2 spot goes to Beep Boop Whoop. Third place last week is the Decepticons.
Decepticons.
That makes sense. That makes so much more sense. All right.
Nice. Very excited, man. Very excited.
I am only missing Grasslands. Last call for Grasslands.
He was in the other lobby, so he should be around.
Loading the lobby now.
Okay.
Cool, man. Well, let's take this moment just to say thank you and to look at our sponsors once again. Without our sponsors, they definitely helped out and made this series. Right now, our pilot prize purse is sitting at a whopping $33.44. Once again, so anytime that somebody goes on the WeBleedFPV.com website, sales generated from that site, 5% do get kicked back right into the pilot prize purse. With that said, just want to give a quick shout out to all of our participating sponsors here. We got Full Send FPV, we have Newbie Drone, we have Rail Pro, we have Bill's House of Drones, of course we have Tiny Whoop, Velocidrone, FPV Exchange, Drone Nation, Drone Zone New Jersey, and Beta FPV. Guys and gals, definitely check out the sites. All these companies are amazing to the community, extremely supportive. All we're asking, definitely take a few moments to check them out, and we'll talk about them a little more during the broadcast. But why don't we kick this off and get this event going? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready, we're ready.
Yeah.
So we're going to take you guys through a track 2 fly through here and show you guys, everyone at home. So Greg, if you want to go on to me, and we'll do the same thing. Skittles, if you want to go ahead and announce.
Okay.
While I'm cruising through here, I'll go nice and slow as I can for you. And let me know when you're ready there, Skittles.
All right, I'm good.
Alrighty, so guys, we're going to be starting the track. I'm going to fly over to the start gate section.
All right, so this track is similar to the first. There's lots of big open things, but you'll see here after the first turn is going to be the deciding feature here. It goes around all these flags and then up this tunnel here that ascends and spins in a full 360, I believe. Maybe even a little bit more. So you have to go through that tunnel. There's a gate at the bottom and the top, then around the flag, through the drop gate here, then through the bottom of the ladder, and then you go over the hurdle, then under this set of gates here, and then come around in a right turn through the recharge there. AK is running it this way. This is also the way I go. You go around that flag, then around this flag, and then under the 2 tunnels on one side of the hurdle, then back around the other side of the hurdle. Now you're going to come up into the rainbow gates here, and then another up through the middle and top gate. Then you're going to split S down to this part of the rainbow gates, and then a quick right, and then back to the last tunnel on the wall before you split S back into the start gate. And the gate is about halfway through the tunnel.
And that is the track. These pilots are going to be racing here 3 laps. Again, each class flies 5 back-to-back-to-back batteries. Since our Tier 5 guys were not here last week, I am going to fill you in on how it works. Everyone else should know, so I'm not going to announce this over and over again. But for your Tier 5 guys, there's a couple quick things I want to run through. One, after each heat, we give a 30-second timer. I don't suggest getting up between heats. I suggest staying here for all 5 of your heats. It'll only take about 10, maybe 12 minutes at most to get through all 5 heats, so really not too much time. Second thing to note, Each team does get one allowed fault, whether that be that they lagged out of the room, dropped out of the server, or their controller just disconnected and stopped working for whatever the reason may be. If there's in-game lag, unfortunately, that is not a viable reason for us to do a restart. Again, each team gets one. If it happens twice, sorry. We're looking for points on placement. 7 total teams racing out here tonight. You're going to get 10 points for first, 8 points for second, 6 for third, 4 for fourth, 2 for fifth, 1 point for 6th place, and last place, 7th place, does award you 0 points. So don't go for that. All you got to do is not be last. Easier said than done. This week, as everyone knows, there's the one sore thumb in this track, and that's going to be the upward 360 tunnel right after the launch. That is going to be the deciding factor for the most part on this track. Everyone else seems to be tight and fast in every other section, and that tunnel is really what's going to come down to. Track 3 will release after tonight for you guys to start grinding. As you guys know, or viewers at home, the tracks are going to consistently get a little bit more difficult as the weeks go on. Gates will always be nice and large, because it's always a pain having the trouble going through a small gate, but the tracks will start to get a little bit more difficult and more technical as the series go on. But for now, I do have all Tier 5 pilots in here. Pilots, how this is going to work, I'm going to ask you if there is any objections. You need to speak up right away if you are not ready. If you stay quiet, that means you are ready. I'll give you about 2 to 3 seconds. If I hear nothing, we will start the heat. Skittles is going to be calling you guys out here throughout these races. Other than that, we're going to get things started. Week number 2, WeBleedFPV eSports Velocidrone series powered by Hydra FPV and Perspective Image. Any objections from my Tier 5 pilots for heat number 1? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right. So this is the first time the Tier 5 has raced in the series on the second week. Obviously, we're sitting out first week, and out of the start, it looks like Scout FPV has the whole shot, Leviticus in second, Leafar in third, Eraser X 2020 in fourth, then Grasslands, Radioactive, and Cyrus. So Scout and Leviticus switching back and forth. Leviticus must have a bobble. Let's go on board with him. Oh, Scout crashes in the tunnel. That's going to be tough. Leviticus also with the bobble in the tunnel, but he is able to recover.
Radioactive moves up. That's good.
Radioactive up into third. Scout still holding down first after a bobble. It looks like everyone had a minor mistake. Leafar is in second. He is about 2 or 3 gates behind Scout. He's going into the tunnel as Scout is leaving it. So if Scout can hold on, he looks like he will be taking a first place. He is well ahead of the field right now. Radioactive in second made a move on Leafar. Leviticus in fourth, Grasslands in fifth, Sirius in sixth, and Racer X in seventh. So Scout finishes out in first, Radioactive in second.
Nice job, Radioactive.
Oh, Leafar edges Leviticus right at the end, and Grasslands is right there too. Sirius finishes up, and Racer X has stopped in the middle. And the tunnel, oh, he probably got stuck in the tunnel. Gate 6 is the tunnel. I've crashed there like 5 or 6 times in a row. Getting a bad.
It can happen. Yeah. You need to make sure you're at least about 50% throttle and not pitching forward if you respawn inside that tunnel, so you can hover nicely and then push yourself forward. Yeah. Not like every other respawn, but Laser X comes in for the finish there, so well done. Scout FPV, he is a part of your #1 team so far and already starting things off good for his team getting that first W in. Pilots, this is heat number 2. Any objections?
66, very impressive. Let's see what his top leaderboard time was.
Good luck, pilots. Here we go. Heat number 2.
62.
Again, update on points every 2 heats.
Nice. Greg, check the artwork.
Alright, so on board Scout now. Scout is an acro pilot. I think we have maybe 2 acro pilots in.
Racer X is indeed flying acro.
Yeah. So starting out again, we got Scout out in front by a couple gates, Radioactive in second, Leafar in third, Leviticus just took third, Sirius in fifth, Grasslands in sixth, and Racer X in seventh. So Scout looks like he has a couple gate lead on the field again. Oh, Leafar comes out of the tunnel a little early. Allows Leviticus to pass him. Looks like the battle for second, third, and fourth seems pretty contested every race between these 3. Scout has a solid lead. He is already through the tunnel by the time Radioactive is getting into it on their third laps. Leafar in third, Sirius in fourth, Leviticus in fifth, Grasslands in sixth, and RacerX in seventh. So here comes Scout.
Man, he is gone on these people right now.
What was that one? Scout just puts down. Oh, is that a new best for him? It is.
61.
Dang.
Oh boy, here we go.
61.8.
That's 61 point. That's faster than me.
That's
faster than my time. Scout just jumps all the way up into 61.8, would put him in 24th overall on the leaderboard. Dang. Very nice. That's a second improvement over his previous best. Very impressive. Radioactive in second, Leafar in third, Sirius in fourth, Leviticus in fifth, Grasslands in sixth, and RacerX in seventh.
With that, as RacerX comes around to finish up his final heat there, we are going to be heading into points update. 2 heats now in the books. We have Gratuitous Violets with a perfect 20 out of 20. Wild Wild Whoop sitting at 0. Grab DeLoreans with 16. Beep Boop Boop with 12. Angle Grinders with 3. Decepticyans with 6. And No Cap All Gas with 5. Good luck, pilots. This is going to be heat number 3 of 5. Any objections? Good luck, pilots.
Alright, these guys are on fire. See a Scout just setting his best time. See how he does on this one. Navigates the tunnel very nicely.
I'm gonna have to call a false start. I'm so sorry.
All good.
My frame rate is horrid right now. I've never had this issue before, ever.
So mine's it's pretty bad on looking on mine here too. Are you guys cool if we launch a new lobby?
Yeah, do you need some?
Please.
All right, give me 3 minutes here, guys. We're gonna launch a new lobby because this is really bad too. I noticed it as well. So give me a brief moment. I'm gonna relaunch.
I just upped my internet speed this week.
Nice.
Skittles, I have an objection to the pronunciation of my name. It is Cyrus, not
Cyrus, yeah.
What am I
I was
saying?
gonna say that too. You're saying Sirius.
Sirius.
You're saying
Serious?
Sirius
There's not-
XM.
My bad, Cyrus.
It's
You're
not
not
good.
serious.
It's Cyrus.
Serious.
It's
Like Cypress,
Cy-
but Cyrus. Cy.
Yes.
Got it, Cyrus.
Yeah,
Ooh.
not here. You great. One more.
Hydra is open for picks.
Oh, there you go. So go ahead and talk about that a little, Dan, if you could.
So if you have Hydra on your phone, or if you don't, just download it. It's Hydra FPV. It's a app, and you can follow along, and you get like pretend points, and you can bet them on the pilots. So you just try to pick the order that you think the pilots are going to finish. So we've had Scout finish in first the last couple times. If you think he's going to finish in first again, you click him first, and then click everyone else down, and then you bet the number of points you think. Oh, AK, can you let me in? Oh no, it's reset.
Yeah, I'm resetting right now.
Okay.
I just swapped computers on the
See how my everyone's colored by their team.
I'm relaunching Velocidrone now.
Same.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I did a quick restart on my PC and shut down all the stuff in the back, so hopefully it'll help a bit too, since I'm hosting.
Look like Carpenter's the only one making picks so far. He's winning.
You tell OG's practicing. He has this look when he practices.
So do you, dude.
Fair enough.
You do, man. You get the laser too.
Oh yeah, why keep every on any of
My buddies always make fun of me because in real life I just look straight down.
Yeah.
When you have the goggles on.
Yeah,
And that guy too, dude.
Yep.
Hey,
And
can
I
we push
move.
the YouTube link? out there, guys? Push the
Don't
music.
worry about you, Dr. Love. My head is straight down as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people do it. D-Tom's
D-Tom's.
funny to watch. He moves like crazy.
He does
all
move a lot.
twitchy and stuff. Yeah, dude.
So you guys just like make your
Is
patches
there
point
a
upwards?
room up? I just
Yeah,
there
pretty
are
much.
other with pylon gone now. So like, are you guys getting a new room up now,
Yep.
or?
Yeah.
The room's working. We're almost there.
Oh, also, I had $50 e-scene goggles that made my head go down. My mom saw that and wasn't happy with them. So instead, she bought me HDOs. I stopped putting my head down, so she just bought me HDOs. And I'm not complaining.
Nice.
Oh, bro, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Next time
solid.
you want a new radio, just start like holding it down lower, say it's too heavy.
Looks like everyone did
I'm
not
coming.
get out of the lobby. Therefore,
Yeah.
it is still. I'm gonna have to change the lobby name.
Yeah, there's still 2 people in there.
I'm gonna go
Cyrus
WeBleed
is still in.
Race 2. Oh,
Yep,
someone
yep,
just
sorry.
got rid of it. Now I can do it. WeBleedFPV Race 2.
Sorry, I was too busy enjoying pylons.
Session is almost up.
If you guys would be so kind to push that YouTube link across social media, that'd be awesome. Let's get some viewership here. Put a little pressure on you pilots, knowing that people are watching.
Yes, yes, yes.
Also, Skittles, I changed my Discord name so you can get the pronunciation correct.
Like phonetic.
I am sharing the stream now.
Oh,
Alright,
Cyrus.
lobby is open. If I can start getting the pilots back in here. Same name as previous. You're inactive. Okay. Should help a little bit. Scout is in here. Racer X is in here. Radioactive is in here. Leafar is in here. Grasslands is in here. Leviticus, I need to change your color. You're good and in here. And lastly, Cyrus on blue. There he is. All right, all pilots are in here. This is going to be heat number 3. Any objections, pilots? Good luck. Here we go. Heat number 3 underway.
Alright, everyone's out to a good start again. I'm trying to fly along. Oh, and I can't talk and fly. I crashed into the tunnel. We got Scout out in front again. Leviticus in second this time. Leafair in third. Radioactive in fourth. Grasslands in fifth. Cyrus in sixth. And Racer X in seventh. So let's see. Radioactive's moved his way up to second. Let's go on board with him, see how he's doing. Can we see Scout? No, Scout is around the corner already. Looks like he would need a mistake. Leafar is just a gate behind Radioactive. Right with Leviticus also. They're a big bunch for third, fourth, and fifth. Going into the third lap, Leviticus is in first, Leafar in second. Or I mean third and fourth, and then Grasslands, Cyrus, and Racer X. We got Scout well out in front again. He is just about to finish up his third lap, taking it down. Another win. Radioactive coming in for his second place. Gets it. Leviticus just behind in third. Leafar finishing up in fourth. Grasslands is going to be fifth. Looks like Racer X and Cyrus are battling back and forth. Oh, Racer X goes down in the tunnel. And Cyrus takes a commanding lead on the third lap. So, it's like we've been finishing similar every time with Scout out front, Radioactive in second, and then a mix of Leafar. And then we got Grasslands, Cyrus, and Racer X finishing up just now.
Alrighty. Well, that concludes heat number 3.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Yeah, you guys are killing it.
Yeah, man.
while we're chilling, waiting for the next heat to go, just a quick cruise through of our event sponsors. Shout out to WeBleedFPV, Full Send FPV, NewbieDrone, RailPro, Bill's House of Beans, Tiny Whoop, Velocidrone, FPV Exchange, Drone Nation, Drone Zone New Jersey, and last but not least, Beta FPV. Thank you to all of you sponsors for creating such a large prize pool. Huge shout out to WeBleedFPV as well as Perspective Image for working from behind the scenes to create something so epic for you guys. So always be sure to shout those two out. They put in a lot of work for this series. Huge shout out to them. Good luck, pilots. This is Heat number 4. Any objections?
AK, do you want to announce this one? I'm going to try to.
Sure, no problem.
Warm up for my heats coming up here.
We're going to go on board here with Scout. I want to see this bad boy killing this track, man. Absolutely smashing through here. Looking super smooth. He works his way through the tunnel, down through the dive into the right sweep, and he is also doing the full consistent rights around the beta flag. Seems like that was the decision maker. A lot of people started doing that. It was intended to be a slalom, but this right sweep is so much just more smooth.
Oh,
it seems like a lot of people are sticking with that. Scout, though, absolutely cruising through here, hitting that dive gate, making it look easy. Those big dive gates are really where those acro guys can pull away quite a lot. They gain so much more speed than anyone in angle because they can truly pitch so far forward and actually gain momentum as they're dropping their elevation through that dive gates. Scout, though, looking for a perfect run here. Might even be a new best run.
About to lap somebody, it looks like, too.
Yeah, he is. Here he comes in, and he gets the lap, and he is now finishing up 3. Let's see the time. Comes in with a minute 1.064. And that is his next new fastest time.
So that's 2 PBs.
Dang.
PBs.
Looks like everyone
racing
missed out on picking Scout in a higher
Man,
tier.
good picks, Levi.
Who did not scout? Come on. And Levi got him as his
first of tier 5.
It would have been first pick, yeah. So smart pick out of Leviathan there.
Yeah.
Snagging up Scout, who is absolutely crushing the competition here and really putting a huge gap for the gratuitous Violets over all the other pilots. And look at that. Leafar actually comes in for a second that time around, passing up Radioactive, barely beating him by a whopping 1.5 seconds. We got Leviticus rounding it out in the 4th spot. Cyrus in the number 5. Grasslands coming around for 6th, and 7th is going to go to RacerX 2020. Update on points real quick, and then we'll launch you guys for heat number 5. No specific order. I have Gratuitous Violets currently with a perfect 40 out of 40. I have Wild Whoop with a 0. I have Rabdalorians with 30. I have Beep Boop Whoop with 24. I have Angle Grinders with 6. Decepticyans with 16. And No Cap All Gas with 8. Pilots, heat number 5. Good luck. Any objections? All right, here we go, pilots. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
And I took even a little bit of a head start, as Scout's already passed me.
Scout's cruising, man. I mean, I would even be nervous to race him right now with how good he's flying. He actually went down in the tunnel twice in a row now. As he's trying to get out of this tunnel. He gets out of the third try. He's now in the 4th place spot. He is a fast pilot, though, already now into the 3rd place spot. He's pushing hard to try and get himself up into that 1-2 position. He's still about 3 gates behind the pack of up front. Radioactive, Leafar, in that order. Leafar gets a pass, and here comes Cyrus right behind Radioactive. Now you can see him. They're on the same flag. Let's see if Scout can reel him in. It looks like he's about to. He goes for the pass. Radioactive's holding him off. This is going to come down to the end. Scout goes down with a crash. Perhaps the announcer's curse. I don't know, but either way, he did not end it off with the perfect.
Yes.
Good job, Leafar.
Leafar
Yes,
with a
Leafar.
strong finish
Second
there.
one.
Grasslands and Racer X still to finish up. Looks like Grasslands going to come around, though, and snag that 6th. 7th place is going to go to Racer X on this one. And that is going to just about conclude. We're waiting for Racer X to finish it up his run, and that is going to conclude our Tier 5s. Again, after we get through 3 rounds, we do take a short 5-minute break. Round number 2 is up to come. That's our Tier 3 pilots, and now the room is unlocked and ready for the Tier 3s to hop up in here. Tier 5, stick around. If your team does make it into relay, you will guaranteed be racing at least 1 time in relay, no matter what. Possibly 2, possibly 3 even, but guaranteed 1. So stick around, keep practicing, make your team proud, do whatever you want to do. Either way, we're going to look for our Tier 3 pilots. So we're going to hear from Zotek, but I'm going to throw in real quick. I need Skittles, Skating Ground, Zotek, Mayan Hawk, Freshbred, Jasus, and Toxic FPV.
No doubt, no doubt. Very impressive right there, guys. Way to go, man. My heart's a little pounding right now.
Great job.
Yeah, great job, guys.
Great job by Scout.
And Radioactive, holding solid right
I just
there.
have to...
Good Rabalorians. Good job, guys.
Hey, AK, is the room locked? I can't get in.
It is not locked. And if it shows locked, change to Europe and then back, and it should show unlocked.
No doubt. Well, we're taking a moment right here and just talk about just a few of these sponsors here. The one that 2 of them that stand out right now is we have FPVExchange.com. So I don't know if you guys have visited FPVExchange.com. It is a kind of like a global eBay software platform which engages the community to all different stores. So definitely check out, for buying new, used FPV goods and services. Definitely check out FPVExchange.com. And just want to give a good shout out to my buddy over here up in Fulton, New York, Bill's House of Drones. He builds a lot of custom racing and freestyle drones. So check out billshouseofdrones.com, and we'll definitely run through our sponsors throughout our programming here.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give a call out. We're missing 1 pilot. His name is Gaining Ground. So I'm looking for Gaining Ground. Have we had any update from Gaining Ground? Speak up now or enjoy your zeros across the board. That's not what you want. But
he's there.
He's in Discord.
There he is.
Joining.
He's joining.
Perfect. He spoke up. That is good. So we'll give him about 1 more minute to get in here, and then we'll launch. In the meantime, who else we like? So let's chat about another sponsor there, Zotac. Got a little bit of time.
Well, we have, let's see, man, we have a lot on the list right there, but definitely let's give a shout out to Mr. Jesse Perkins, owner of TinyWhoop.com. My man Jesse out there, we're going to be hanging out soon and going to be going out to Full Send FPV and Memorial Day weekend for the Whoop Wars Battleground, but myself, Jesse, and Skittles, we're going to be chilling and having ourselves a good time at a whoop house, so we're looking forward to that, man. It's gonna be a real good time. But Jesse Perkins over there at tinywhoop.com, thank you so much for supporting this series with us, and greatly appreciate the support, man. True asset to the community right there.
Huge asset to the community. And with that being said, we're going to get things going here. Tier 3 pilots, you guys know the deal. You've been around the block once before, possibly more than that. So we're going to jump right into things. This is round 2, Tier 3 pilots, 5 heats to go. Any objections from my Tier 3 pilots?
No, sir.
Nope.
Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 1 of 5. Here we go. We're going to go on board with our leading team, Mr. FPV Skittles. But Rapalorian's not far behind, with only 8 points behind. So this is going to be a battle of Zotek and Skittles in these heats here to see who's going to come out the reigning team. But very strong performance, and trailing right behind them in the 3rd place spot, Beep Boop Whoop with a 34-point score. So Gratuitous Violets 46, Rabdolorians 38, Beep Boop Boop 34, Decepticons 18, No Cap All Gas 12, In Grinders 7, and Wild Whoop with 0. As we are working our way here through heat number 1, round number 2. Jasus, your current leader, out ahead by 2 gates over Freshbread. Number 2 spot, Skittles. In the 3, Zotek right behind him in the 4. Gaining ground, sitting back in the 5. Looks like he's having troubles in the tunnel. Mayan Hawk gets past him, gets in the 5. Gaining ground now drops down to 7. Toxic FPV sitting in the 6. Gaining ground finally gets corrected in the Tunnel of Doom. Skittles tries to get past Freshbread, but that's not going to happen because he's on my team. So good job, Freshbread. No, I'm just kidding. But we need the points, and an awesome performance there out of Jasus. Taking the first. Second place, Freshbread. Part of Angle Grinders, getting them some points on the board. Third place is going to go to Skittles. Fourth place, Mr. Zotek. Fifth place, Toxic FPV. Sixth place, Mayan Hawk. Seventh place, Gaining Ground. Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 2. Any objections? Let's see if we can get Zotek out in front of Skittles. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 2. We're going to go on board this time and watch Jasus fly through this track. Current leader holding off all the pilots by a few gates there. And let's see how he holds it down as we are underway in the tunnel. Has a little bobble, but not enough to ruin him. Just dropped him back about a good 5 or 6 feet behind the pilots. Sounds like Zotek has a little tap there, and just like that, you see he goes to 6th place. That's how it works on these types of tracks. When you have these big, wide open, full speed tracks, it really comes down to who flies more consistent, because one little crash really could ruin the heat for you, as we've seen many a times before. But as the weeks go on and the tracks get more difficult, that's going to change. You can get away with a crash or 2, or maybe even 3 or 4. We've seen it plenty of times, and that's how it works when the tracks do get more and more difficult as the weeks come on here. Next week's track, as we're heading through these rainbow gates, next week's track is entirely built of those rainbow squares. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's full of tunnels and ladders. OG Dr. Love's going to be pretty excited about that one. As we head into track number 3, we only had 1 ladder so far, and it was only a 2-high ladder that we've seen thus far in this series. It was just an ascending ladder that we had there. Look at Skittles, though. Comes around for a strong win. The Gratuitous Violets, the team to beat, first place last week. Right now, first place overall in week number 2. Looking good. Toxic comes in for the number 2. No Caps, All Gas. We got Angle Grinders, Freshbread coming in the number 3 spot. Number 4 spot's going to go to Jasus on this time for the Decepticons. Zotek coming in on that 5th place for the Rabdolorians. 6th overall is going to go to Mayan Hawk on Beep Boop Boop. And rounding out the pilots is going to be Gaining Ground, the 7th place position. We haven't seen 1 point yet out of Wild Whoop. Hopefully we'll see it here out of this next heat. Update on points. Gratuitous Violets with 62, Wild Whoop with 0, Rabdolorians with 44, Beep Boop Boop with 36, Angle Grinders with 21, Decepticons with 32, No Cap All Gas with 22. Very close racing in the middle bunch. The top 2 teams though right now, Rabdolorians and Gratuitous Violets. Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 3 of 5. Any objections? All right, let that air out. Take a deep breath. Here we go, pilots. Heat number 3. We're going to go on board this time and watch Gaining Ground as he is trying to get himself into the points for his team. He's working his way up through the tunnel. Has a little bit of tap. Does a front flip, but makes it out okay. As he taps the low gate over the hurdle. Also makes it out okay. Not enough to make him flip over. As he slaloms through the 3-flag slalom. Under, over. Has a little bobble there. Just going to come around and correct that. Going for the next under, over. Quick little split S, 180 into the wall tunnel, and here he comes around in the number 7 spot, chasing down Mayan Hawk and Zotek, and Gaining Ground. Did a 180 in the tunnel from a crash and still was able to 180 around and fix it as he hits the multi-GP hurdle gate, heading into the right sweeper there. Has a little bit of trouble in the slalom. He's going to work his way, and now he's back by about 10 gates on the number 6 position, which is Mayan Hawk. Let's see if he can close that gap on lap number 3 and gain a point or 2 for his team. or if we're going to keep the consistency alive. And looks like everybody's favorite respawn in the tunnel. Looks like there are tons of troubles respawning in the tunnel. It's not the easiest thing to do, but he gets out of it okay. Looks like Jesus came around for the number 1 again. He was ready for another win. Got it. Toxic FPV laying down the heat as well, getting a 5th place on 1 heat now, 2 seconds in a row. Looking good there, Toxic. Fresh Bread coming around for the number 3 spot, representing Grinders, getting them more and more points on the board. We got FPV Skittles coming around for the 4th place finish. I don't want to say out loud that I'm glad to see it, but hey, I always like to root for the underdogs. But Skittles is a very amazing pilot nonetheless, one of the most consistent pilots out there. I've always said and always will continue to say it, but that continues 3 heats. We are about to head into heat number 4 for these pilots. 2 more heats to go. Pilots, do I have any objections? All right, sounds like we're all good to go. Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 4 of 5. I'm going to go on board this time. Give us a ride along from Mayan Hawk. Representing the green team, Beep Boop Boop. He does a front flip off the launch there. Has a little bit of troubles. But he is starting to dial in now and looking smooth. He's chasing down gaining ground in the number 6 position as he slaloms his way through the beta flags. Works his way. Reverse split S into a regular split S. Quick little 180 through the wall tunnel and back into the start tunnel. This is a track of tunnels for the most part. Lots of tunnels on this track. I think we have 4 in total. Yeah, I guess you could say 6 if you want to count the 2 little double gates next to the MGPs. Not so much a tunnel, but still that tunnel style. Mayan Hawk finishes up lap number 2. He is now on to 3rd and final lap. Gaining ground now right behind him. Let's see what happens here. Well, in the meantime, Jason's comes around for the W. It's another one in the bag. Well done, Jason's. Fresh Bread.
No way!
Fresh Bread.
No way! Fresh Bread?
That is a little angry Skittles there in the background.
I was ahead on my screen.
As you know how many times that's happened to me? I'm like, oh, I got him, and then it all pans out, and I'm like 3 laps back.
Yeah, you look at the scoreboard, and you're like, wait, what?
Especially with Kenrick.
Oh, yeah.
That was a close race between those two. We saw a 0.079 difference on that 3 lap, so very, very close. 0.3 difference on the 1 lap time, though. Fresh Bread a little bit quicker than Skittles, but Skittles a little bit more consistently quicker. Jasus, though, nowhere to be touched as he hits that 1 minute timer there on a 3 lap. I am going to update you guys on points and launch our 5th and final heat. No specific order this time. Gratuitous Violets, 72. Wild Wild Whoop with 0. Rabdalorians with 48. Beep Boop Whoop with 38. Angle Grinders with 35. Decepticons with 52. And No Cap All Gas with 4. Pilots, 5th and final heat. Any objections? Let's see it laid down. After this, tier number 2, you are up next. So be ready. You guys will be in the lobby in about 2 minutes. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 5. Tier 3, finding it out in round 2. Heat number 5.
No!
No, what the fuck? No.
Oh, I got Zotek. Oh, second.
Oh, bullshit.
Okay.
That was...
Oh, gaining
Zotek
ground.
crashed. Oh,
Gaining
Zotek.
ground got points though. That's exciting to see. So we got them on the board now. Wild Whoop get a third place there. Toxic coming in for the 4. Fresh Bread on the 5. Zotek on the 6. And WeBleedFPV on the 7 on that one. I'm going to unlock this room.
I was chasing you on that one. You must
Our
have crashed
Tier
right at the
3
end.
pilots. Remember, Tier 3 pilots, don't call it quits yet. If your team makes it into the final 3, you'll be racing in relay, guaranteed at least 1 battery. Tier 2, you are clear to hop in the lobby. We are now ready to go. It's Blunt, Jose FPV, Swifty FPV, Race Pro FPV, ZDZ, Easy Racer FPV, and of course, the crowd favorite, Bella Chow. Round number 3 coming up here. Heat number 1 for our Tier 2 pilots. We have our Tier 1, then our captains to come. Pilots, please make sure that you join.
So Jesus will be taking his place.
All right, Easy Racer cannot make it. Jesus will be taking his place. I got that. On to you, Greg. You good with that?
Whoa.
Thank you.
Where'd Easy go? He's just here.
All right, looks like I'm missing a lot of pilots here, so let's start getting
I think it was a dinner party.
Sorry, I was just checking.
There's Jose. There's Swifty.
I am hopping on right now.
All right, Race Pro.
Yep.
Cool. I need ZDZ
Let's see who's...
and Bella's here. Perfect.
Hey Skittles.
What's up?
Nice racing with you.
Who's that? Is that Red?
Dude, my neighbors are probably really upset with me right now because I literally screamed when I beat you like a hare.
I thought I had you. I was like, yes.
I literally was screaming my lungs
I was
out.
like, no. I thought I had you. I was ahead and I took a pretty tight turn. I thought I got you.
I barely took you on the Rainbow Gates, and that's what got it.
Is that what it was? You must have been like
Yep.
above me or something.
Good
Alrighty,
racing
pilots.
though. I appreciate it.
Before we get round 3 started with our Tier 2 pilots, I'm going to send it over to Zotek so we can fill you in on one of our awesome sponsors, a part of the WeBleedFPV Whoop Sports Series, eSports Series on Velocidrone. Zotek, what are we going to talk about?
That was terrible performance on my part. Who are we going to talk about? Let's talk about our buddies over at newbiedrone.com. Newbiedrone.com. I know they got a bunch of new products that's going to be dropping soon, some new whoops, and they already actually just dropped a pretty nice, what is that, like a Senna whoop right there. So, yeah, man, big shout out to Newbie Drone. Those guys over there are definitely leading in the industry of innovation for for whoops in general and freestyle racing. And thank you, Newbie Drone. So pretty awesome shout out.
Big
I'm a
shout
little
out to my
tilted right
boys.
now.
No worries. So, you guys know the drill, Tier 2 pilots. I'm not
There's a
giving you
phantom
another
gate
breakdown.
that they hit.
So you guys should all know how racing works. There's 5 heats. Again, I'll ask you if pilots have any objections. Keep quiet if you're good to go. If I don't hear anything within 3 seconds, we are launching that heat. Again, everyone's due and fair with 1 lag out and or controller disconnect per round. But with that being said, again, we're going to get things going here with our Tier 2 pilots battling it out. We're looking at It's Blunty, Jose FPV, Swifty FPV, Race Pro FPV, Fresh Bread FPV, let me back that up, ZDZ. Jasus will be flying for Easy Racer, and Bella Chow. Any objections from these pilots? This is heat number 1. Good luck, pilots. I'm going to pass it on to you, Mr. Skittles. I'll be right back.
All right. So we got Jesus flying up a tier. He what did he get? 4 out of 5 in that last one? Wins?
Jesus?
Yeah. So anyway, they're all off. It looks like Race Pro's out in front, ZDZ at second, Bella and Blunty switching first, third and fourth. Jose in 5th, Jace's 6th, and Swifty in 7th. So the leader on the leaderboard was actually Bella this week with a slightly faster time than Race Pro. Oh no, Blunty ahead of both of them. Excuse me. Blunty's got, they're all right there packed in at about 58 seconds though. So let's see what everyone's throwing down here. ZDZ still leading, Race Pro a gate behind. Bella pushes past Race Pro into 2nd. Jose and Race Pro are now switching for 3rd and 4th. Jasis in 5th, Blunty in 6th, and Race Pro must have crashed in the tunnel. He dropped all the way to 7th. We're on the 3rd lap. ZDZ looks like he's going to come into lead. Bella and ZDZ right together. ZDZ takes the lead. Bella in 2nd. Jose in 3rd. Jasis in 4th. Blunty in 5th. Swifty in 6th. And Race Pro comes in 7th. Race Pro was the strongest pilot of this tier last week. He won 4 out of 5, I believe. Jose winning 1. So we got change of the guard here this week. ZDZ taking down the first one for Angle Grinders. Angle Grinders, the last 2 tiers coming up here, looking solid. So let's see. We had Race Out had a couple tunnel crashes, I believe. Whenever you see the pilot,
a couple tunnel crashes, it looked like, between the pilots.
Yeah, whenever you see the pilot stuck on tunnel or gate 6, and that doesn't seem like they're advancing, you know they crashed in the tunnel. So let's go on board ZDZ this time. Or I will be on board ZDZ. Let's see how he does it. He can put down a 2nd win.
All right, any objections? This is heat number 2. Good luck, Tier 2 pilots. Let's get it on.
All right. Alright, so launching off, everyone gets a good start. Looks like we have a couple down in the tunnel, but no one delayed too long. Out front we got Blunty and ZDZ battling. Looks like ZDZ does the full rotating flags instead of the slalom also. Like Blunty and ZDZ battling back and forth for 1st and 2nd. Race Pro also right in there. Bella in 4th. Swifty in 5th, Jasis in 6th, and Jose in 7th. Oh, and ZDZ crashes into the dive gate, drops all the way back to 5th. Currently, we got Race Pro out in front, Blunty just behind him. Blunty takes over the lead, just barely in the rainbow gates. Going into lap number 3, we got Blunty out front, Race Pro in 2nd, Swifty in 3rd, ZDZ in 4th, Jasis in 5th, Jose in 6th, and Bella in 7th this time. All comes before must have had a crash, so we got Blunty out front, Race Pro together, going into the last couple gates. They are neck and neck. Who's going to fake the faster turn? And oh, Race Pro with the
good job, Swifty,
able to take the last gate just ahead of Blunty. Swifty coming in 3rd, ZDZ to 4th. That time, Amber says whatever. We got Jasis in 5th, Jose in 6th, and Bella in 7th that time. So big mix-up. Race Pro goes from 7th to 1st. Bella goes from 2nd to last. Blunty from 7th to 2nd. All over the place this heat.
All right, I'm going to update you guys on points here before we launch heat number 3 in no specific order. Top to bottom, Gratuitous Violence with 90. Wild Wild Whoop with 13. Rabdalorians with 56. Beep Boop Boop with 48, Angle Grinders with 51, Decepticons with 68, and No Cap All Gas with 46. So it's a big battle in that middle section. Gratuitous Violence up ahead quite a bit, but Rabdalorians, Beep Boop Whoop, Angle Grinders, Decepticons, and No Cap All Gas from top to bottom, only within 22 points of each other. So fighting for that 2nd, 3rd spot to make it into relay here tonight. It's going to be a battle and really come down to them Tier 1 and captains as they're going to need to perform. But good luck, pilots. This is heat number 3. Any objections?
All the pilots looking super consistent. We had 60-second laps there, and the fastest leaderboard time is just about 58 or just under for this tier. So pilots running within 2 seconds of their leaderboard times on a clean heat. Super fast racing. So this time we actually had Jasis out front off the whole shot. Race Pro takes the lead in these tight turns where if he executes it well, that acro really pushes him out. Race Pro in 1st for the 1st lap, Blunty in 2nd, Bella in 3rd. Oh, Blunty must have gone. Oh no, he went up into 1st. Race Pro went down, excuse me. So Blunty leading out.
I got my quad's stuck in the tunnel. Like I can't get it. It flips over whenever I try to throttle.
Reset button.
I knew. I was pressing it so many times trying to take, but I tried to take it back off as slow as possible.
Can you throttle for me, please?
Oh, hold up, I'm off. I just keep smacking that. I can't take off.
Yeah, you can. You just have it's just a tough takeoff, man. It's not the easiest thing.
But for a few of those there, my quad was starting flipped over. But for a few of those resets, it was starting flipped over.
Yeah, you get into a little dust roll.
Yeah, the tunnel's death, man. I've got stuck in there numerous times, unfortunately.
It's all about where your throttle is when you come out of it. I'm gonna let the.
You want to be about half.
Yeah, and you know,
you don't want to pitch forward at all because then you get stuck in it.
I know it's never fun having a situation like that arise. However, at the same time, we cannot alter rules which were previously set in place, which do state would have to be due to a lag out and/or a controller disconnect. I do apologize, Race Pro. So this one I will not allow. If it was truly stuck, it's going over to you and we saw you fly away. That is a little different. So I know that there's some troubles in there. I've had it myself. It's all about finding that perfect sweet spot on throttle when you come out of that spot if you do crash. So
you also don't want to pitch forward.
You do not want to have any pitch at all.
Yeah. All right, so Race Pro from last to first to last again. Depends on if you can make it through the tunnel cleanly. That we have Blunty in first, Swifty in second, ZDZ in third, Jasis is best finished in fourth, Bella fifth, Jose in sixth, and Race Pro with that crash in seventh.
Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 4. Any objections? Here we go, pilots. Good luck.
All right, let's go on board Blunty this time. Let's see how he runs it. Oh man, they're switching around so much in the beginning. I can't click on. I can't watch it. All right, well we got ZDZ out front this one. Jasis in second, switching with Blunty in third. Swifty in fourth, Jose in fifth or fourth, and Bella in fifth or sixth, and Race Pro in sixth, and Swifty dropping it. Everyone's switching. Swifty, I announced him before, but now he's in seventh. Must have had a crash. All right, cleaning up into the end of lap 2 here. Blunty looks like he's out in front. He must have had a bobble. He's dropped way back now. Jasis is actually out in front. Jasis, a tier 3 pilot, looking to take a win on the tier 2, leading into lap 3 through the tunnel clean, going around the spinny slalom under the tunnels. The rainbow gate hits the last rainbow gate, and oh, someone pulls just ahead of him. ZDZ in his screen, and who finishes it out first? Oh, ZDZ at the last second pulls just ahead of Jasis. Jose in third, Swifty in fourth, Blunty in fourth, Bella in sixth, and Race Pro in seventh. How close was that? Let's see. Oh man, less than 0.03, 0.028 difference between ZDZ and Jasis right there at the finish. Great racing. Fastest times seem to be coming in right around 1 minute.
And this battle for 2-3 is intense, but update on points, we did have a team break into the 100. 3-digit score, Gratuitous Violets with 102 points currently. We have Wild Whoop with 20, Grab DeLoreans with 68, Beep Boop Whoop with 48, Angle Grinders with 67, Decepticyans with 80, and No Cap All Gas with 49. This is the 5th and final heat. This is a close battle right now for that 2-3 spot. Decepticyans in the 2, Grab DeLoreans in the 3, 1 point ahead of Angle Grinders in the 4th place spot. Good luck, pilots. This is your 5th and final heat. Any objections? Here we go. Good luck.
And all 80 of those points from Decepticyans coming by way of Jasis. Running both. Oh wait, no, what am I talking about? He didn't do tier 5. Now, a bunch of those points. And as I say his name, he crashes in the tunnel. We got Race Pro out front. ZDZ. Excuse me. Need a little water there. All right, CDC is out front. Blunty is in second. Race Pro in third. Bella in fourth. Jose in fifth. Swifty in sixth. And Jasus in seventh this time. That early tunnel crash cost him. Let's see if Race Pro can hold on. He does the regular slalom rather than wrapping all the way around in a right circle. Very fast on those rainbow gates. Oh, it just taps the tunnel just slightly and then smacks into the hurdle twice in a row, trying to cut it too close, leaves Blunty out in front, Jose in second, ZDZ in third, Bella in fourth. Race Pro looks like he's going to finish up in fifth or sixth, battling with Jasus right now, and Jasus finishes in fifth, Race Pro in sixth, and Swifty must have had some tunnel crashes. He is still coming around to finish up on that one. So, Race Pro had that one. Little struggle in the tunnel, but survived and then smacked into the hurdle twice in a row on the last lap.
Happens to all of us sometimes. So
yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna update you guys real quick on points. I'll leave you guys to chat it out. I'm gonna step aside for the 5-minute break that's to come right after this point update. I'll also be unlocking the room and allowing tier 1s to start loading up. The room is now unlocked. But a quick update on points. This one is going to be in order, so everyone knows we're a little over halfway through. 3 rounds in, 2 more rounds to go. No surprise here. Gratuitous Violets, for week number 1 champions, currently in first place in week number 2 with 112 points. Only pilots to be in the triple digits thus far. Second place team currently Decepticons with 82. Third place team currently Angle Grinders with 73. Fourth place team currently Rapidorians with 68. Fifth place team currently No Cap All Gas with 53. Sixth place team currently with 49 points, Beep Boop Whoop. And seventh place rounding it out is Wild Wild Whoop with 28 points. Still 2 more rounds to go. Pilots, we're going to head to break. Feel free, leaders, to chat about things that are going on. Shout out to the sponsors. Tier 1, you'll be up in about 5 minutes launch time, so please be in the lobby and ready to go in about 5 minutes.
The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
Hey everybody, Zotek here with WeBleedFPV.com, and today we're going to do an unboxing of our Whoop House drone racing gate kit. What's hanging in your Whoop House? So with our Whoop House gate kit, you're going to get 2 collapsible gates. They do come with bungee cords. You're going to get 4 supporting legs, 2 packets. of Velcro, a pair of suction bases, a set of aluminum tabletop stands, a pair of earth spikes, and a pair of magnet bases. And that completes the Whoop House Gate Kit. The purpose of this package is all about enhancing your Whoop House experience, maybe for drone racing, freestyle, or casual play. I'm Zotek from WeBleedFPV.com. Please visit our website for more details, and thank you. We truly appreciate the support from this amazing community.
We just blew through a couple heats right there, man. I had the jitters. I don't know, man. I do pretty great. I do well on leaderboard smashing, but when it comes to race day,
Yeah.
I can't hold that transmitter. It's all right, man. But Skittles,
Yeah,
I
the
had to
jitters were real good
constantly
today,
crash,
for sure.
and then he got it. So
Yeah, that tunnel really just, man, makes the jitters all the crazier, because if you have any
Yeah, it was
shake
pretty-
in there, you're just
No.
into the wall.
I had a phantom gate hit me for some reason. I don't know. I passed the gate and it crashed out. So I don't know what happened there, but we'll take it.
I got the death roll in the tunnel at the end of that last run there.
Oh, that's the worst.
No doubt. How's OG Dr. Love doing tonight?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
keep some momentum going for my
focused
team right
right
now,
now.
man.
You see that? Yeah, laser eyes. His laser eyes.
Daylight with a 55. Wow.
I know,
Up
man.
about
Daylight
8K.
5, Bright 5's been running really fast. Like,
Yeah, right five. Then Jade, you, Johnny.
Alright, so
Yeah,
that actually would conclude the 5-minute break just now. 5-minute timer did just go off, so I'm going to start seeding these Tier 1 pilots. I should have a majority of them, if not all of them, already in here ready to fly. I'm going to be setting you guys to flying. Tier 1's going to consist of OG Dr. Love, FPV Vanadium, Daylight FPV, Pro Dangles,
Daylight.
Johnny Fly, Bright 5, and Jay. OG Dr. Love coming in representing the gratuitous violence. FPV Vanadium is not in here. Do we hear from Vanadium?
it's in Discord.
Daylight FPV is in here. Daylight, I'm going to change you to red.
Yeah, he's just muted, but he's in the Discord.
Pro Dangles is in here on green. Beautiful. Johnny Fly is in here on yellow. Good. Right 5 is in here on cyan, and Jay is in here on blue. So it looks like I just need Vanadium, which we heard he's in here. Oh wait, no, he's in the Discord.
He said he's on his way.
Yep, I typed it. I'm on my way.
Alright, beautiful. So we're waiting for Vanadium. Once he gets in here, we'll be ready to launch things. Skittles, I'm going to be doing some practicing during these heats.
Okay,
So if you don't mind,
there he is.
changing you to orange real quick, Vanadium. There it is. I'm locking the room. I have, oh, I'm missing someone now. Had all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Vanadium, I accidentally took you off the flying. There we go, that's why. Alright, you guys know the drill, Tier 1 pilots. This is not your first rendezvous. I am looking for any objections on heat number 1. Alright, good luck. A lot of points are up for grabs, and this is the time to throw it down. Second, third, and place. Second and third is a battle tonight. Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
Good
Heat
luck.
number 1.
Good luck, guys. Send it.
Maybe.
Alright, so let's see Daylight. Oh, Daylight, a tunnel crash right off the bat. So Bright 5 is out in front. Johnny in second. Pro Dangles in third. OG in fourth. Jay in 5th, Vanadium in 6th, and Daylight in 7th after that tunnel crash. Bright 5 looking solid out in front, but Johnny Fly is right on him. Going to come down to who's cleanest. Bright 5 keeping it clean out in front, very tight over the hurdle. He also does the full spin around. We'll go through each of the pilots here and see what they do. Let's watch Johnny Fly for the 3rd lap, see what he does on the slalom part. He is right behind Bright 5. You can see him just in his sights. Was that Bright 5 crashing on the tunnel? No, there's someone else sitting in the tunnel. So Bright 5 still out front. Johnny chasing him in 2nd. Johnny also does the full spin. OG in 3rd, Vanadium in 4th, Daylight battled up into 5th. Oh, Johnny hits the ladder, dropping him back, taking OG up into 2nd. And
let's go, Johnny! Let's go!
At the last
Oh my god!
Got you, boy.
I hit the wall!
Oh,
hit the wall!
OG
How do I hit the wall?
OG hits the wall.
It's not the tunnel, that's a wall.
Johnny hits the
Good race,
ladder
Johnny.
on his lap.
I was pushing so hard the last half of that 3rd lap to get past you, and then threw it all away. Yes, so was I.
Pro Dangles and Jay still finishing up here. Must have had several crashes.
Again, we'll give about 30 seconds from when Jay's done before we launch heat number 2.
So great race by Bright 5 there. What did he get? A 58.03. Very nice. What's his best? 56.47. So only a 2.5 seconds off his leaderboard time. Very impressive. Rest of the pack at 101, 102. And then Jay finishing off at 137 with a best lap of 19. So obviously had a really rough one in there.
All right, pilots heat number 2. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right. So we know how Bright 5 Johnny to the slalom. Let's go with OG this time. OG is Bright 5 out front again. Jay, everyone's mixing around. We'll wait until about the 2nd lap to see where everyone's at. OG does the full spin around. Oh, so let's see what Daylight does. Daylight out of the first now. Daylight looking solid. Let's see. He's in the tunnel on his 2nd lap. Oh, a little tap, but stays clean through it. Over the hurdle with a little bit of a side move. He does a standard slalom on the slalom part, obviously, and then going up through the ladder, the split S down, and the spin very tight. Daylight looking good onto his 3rd lap in 1st place through the tunnel, clean his last time. Is he catching up on someone?
Pro Dangles.
Bright 5 is right with him. Oh, it's Pro Dangles, okay. Daylight coming in on the last turn and finishes in 1st.
Nice.
Bright 5 in 2nd. Did Johnny just edge OG again?
Oh boy.
Oh, he did by less than 0.2. Johnny edges OG.
AK, get your tier 1 out of my face.
Dude,
So good race, Johnny.
Everyone's
God, man. We've been going back and forth so far this series.
Daylight with a 57.
Yeah, dude,
that's
crazy.
Bright 5 with a 58, just only 0.1 behind his last lap. Very impressive. What was Daylight's top time? 55 even.
All right, pilots. This is an update on points real quick. No specific order. Gratuitous Violets with a strong 122. Wild Wild Whoop with 33. Raptolorians with 80. Beep Boop Boop with 50. Angle Grinders with 87. Decepticyans with 100. And No Cap All Gas with 55. Raptolorians, Angle Grinders, only 7-point difference for them battling it out for that 3rd place position, but they're also trailing behind the Decepticyans. Bright 5 is laying down the heat here, though. Good luck, pilots. This is heat number 3. Any objections? Here we go.
All right, let's see if Daylight take it down again. He launches out, and it looks like he's got the whole shot. Oh, a little rough in the tunnel, but makes it out. Surviving. Bright 5 has slightly, though. Let's go on board Pro Dangles, see how. Oh, it won't let me watch Pro Dangles. Project. Oh, there we go, Pro Dangles. All right, let's see how Pro Dangles does the slalom. An Acro pilot. He's currently in 5th place. Oh, he goes down in the tunnel. Can he survive? Uh-oh. A rough restart Oh, it's tough in acro, but he gets going again. Oh, to go down again in the tunnel. This is a rough spot. Really tough to get going again. Oh, and he crashes again in the tunnel. Let's go up to first place. OG Dr. Love over the hurdle in first place, just ahead of Bright 5 by a gate or two. Going into the last few gates, Bright 5 is right on him. Oh, Bright 5 trying to make a move. Bright 5 moves ahead. Who will take it at the end? Oh my God! OG again! Out of nowhere.
You guys did me dirty that time.
That was OG Adderley. And then he ends up in third place after Bright 5 and Johnny passed into the last.
I was out in front on my screen. That's why I didn't even.
I saw you too.
What race is he talking about?
Yeah.
I was in OG's screen and I saw Bright 5 jump ahead, but I didn't see Johnny at all. And then we got
I thought maybe
Daylight
a second. I didn't know there were two of you right there ready to get me.
Vanadium in a fifth, Jay in sixth, and Pro Dangles in seventh. Pro Dangles several crashes in that one tunnel. Very tough to get going again.
All right, pilots, this is heat number 4 of 5. 2 more to go. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Heat number 4. Here we go.
So, looks like the Daylight versus the Johnny battle for third place. Let's go on board Johnny Fly, see if we can't see him edge OG at the very end again. Just keeping him in his sights and then sitting and kicking right at the end. Ooh, he's got a very smooth line through the rainbow and the split up. Into the tunnel the second time. He's got the pack of 4 just ahead of him. Oh, he touches the bottom of the tunnel, but survives, gets out of it. We got Bright 5, OG, and then Johnny in third. Pro Dangles right there too, having a clean run this time. Johnny with a little bobble. Falls back a bit. We got Bright 5 and OG battling for first base. Bright 5 just ahead of OG. OG pushing hard and clips the flag, trying to get ahead of Bright 5, but doesn't lose his position. Still solidly in second. Bright 5 coming in for the win. OG in second. Daylight jumping up into third. Johnny must have had a bobble. He's back into.
It's so funny hearing everybody come in because it's just like whoop, 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 whoop.
We got Jay in fourth, Pro Dangles in fifth, Johnny in sixth, and Vanadium in seventh. So Bright 5 for the Decepticons having a really solid round, first or second every single time, right? I think.
Update on points. Here we go, pilots. We only have 1 heat left. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. Looks like teams are catching Gratuitous Violets here too. Gratuitous Violets now with 136. Wild Wild Whoop with 35. Rab DeLoreans with 90. Beep Boop Whoop with 52. Angle Grinders with 96. Decepticons with 120. And No Cap All Gas with 60. So it looks like right now Decepticons and Gratuitous Violets are going to be finals just about. Depends on what their captains do. As long as they don't get a ton of last places, they should be okay. But that battle between Rab DeLoreans and Angle Grinders is fierce. I can never beat Rab, so let's get a win here, Johnny. Why? Any objections? Pilots on heat number 5. All right, good luck, pilots. Here we go. Heat number 5.
Get that win, Daylight.
That was the highest scoring captain last week. Let's see how we finish it out here in that battle for third place. We got Daylight out in front and the whole shot. We got OG battling him for second, Pro Dangles in third, Jay and switching around with Johnny Fly and Pro Dangles for third, fourth, and fifth. And then, let's drop back. Vanadium taking up the rear in seventh. Daylight still holding it out solid in front. Oh, he must have had a crash. He dropped all the way back to fourth. OG is out in front now. Bright 5 right on him, though, not giving him any room to breathe. Bright 5 super fast in that rainbow section, just pulls just ahead of OG. Starting lap 3, they are on top of each other. Through the tunnel, down the dive gate, over the hurdle, around, through the recharge. They are literally neck and neck. OG with a nice tight line there. Can't see Bright 5. He looks like he's right on him. Will OG get a win here, or will he be the edge? Oh, OG finishes it out
Give me that first place once this time.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Right 5 just behind.
I just wanted one.
Ooh, a 57.7. Nice OG.
Man, good racing, guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was
awesome.
Intense.
That was
Alright,
super
so
fun.
That's going to conclude our Tier 1s. Captains, you're up now, and then we're into relay. So remember, if your team is close or maybe might make that top 3, keep flying, keep practicing. You'll be in relay before we know it. Less than 10 minutes, we'll be hitting up relay. So we're looking for our captains now, though. This is the 5th and final round. Leviathan, Orange Stuff, Rab, G-Man, AK, Smealin, and Potato.
So Daylight closed that gap 2 more points on Angle Grinder, so it is going to be close going into the finals. Will AK be able to hold off Rab?
I'm right with you.
No pressure, no pressure. This is
what
what
scores again with a Cyan
this is what I pay money for.
All I have to do is just, keep grabbing and spectating, and we're good.
That's one way to do it.
There he is. There's the
100 IQ plays right there,
That's
man.
the only way to do it. The Rab is too fast. Too much of a fast boy. Okay, let's see. Potato. Who are we missing?
Stealing in here?
I gotta say, we're doing great on time, guys. Great on time.
Are we? Not bad, not bad, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so used to the other seasons, where it's like,
oh my god,
at this point we'd
1
be like
o'clock in the morning.
we'd be getting through Tier 4 at this point,
That was last year.
Alrighty, pilots. I have all the captains seated. I'm going to update on points real quick in order before we get things launched. Captains, after that, be ready. Current first place, Gratuitous Violets, 146. Second place, Decepticons, 128. Third place, Angle Grinders, 100. Fourth place, Rabdalorians, 96. Fifth place, No Cap All Gas, 61. Sixth place, Beep Boop Boop with 54. In seventh place, rounding out the house, Wild Wild Whoop with 35 points. Pilots, do I have any objections for heat number 1? Doesn't look like such. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 1.
All right.
Good luck, guys.
Gratuitous Pilots has a big enough lead that they're basically guaranteed get making the finals unless Levi gets a 0 and everybody else jumps up. Decepticons look like they have a solid spot to make it second or third, but it is possible that both Rabdalorians and Angle Grinders could pass them if Smealin doesn't put some points on the board. So here we are. Starting out for heat number 1, we got Orange Stuff out front. Actually, Leviathan just takes ahead of him. Rab switching with him. G-Man also in there. AK in 4th. Smealin in 5th. Potato in 6th. And Leviathan in 7th. Must have crashed. Drop back.
It's funny. Dan, are you here?
Yep. I think you have me muted, OG. For the
Skittles, hello?
For the because when you're racing, you mute me. So.
You might have him muted, OG.
There you go.
Oh, you're right. I do. Whoops.
All right, so Orange Stuff out
man.
front, going on to lap number 3. Rab in 2nd, G-Man in 3rd. Rab switching around with G-Man. Leviathan battled his way back up into 4th. AK is in 5th, Potato in 6th, and Smealin in 7th. Smealin needs to get some points on the board. Oh, he steps up into 6th above AK, who just had a crash.
Leviathan needs to change his color.
Yep, Leviathan needs to switch over to purple. So if AK or Leviathan can do that for the next round. We had Orange Stuff in 1st, Rab in 2nd, G-Man in 3rd, Leviathan in 4th, Potato in 5th, Smealin in 6th, and AK dropping back into 7th for that first heat. Decided to crash on that last lap. All right,
pilots. Any objections for heat number 2?
Nope.
Good luck, pilots.
So, see if Rab can earn enough points to challenge the Decepticons for 2nd place. He's currently 25 behind. Go on board, Rab here. All right. Rab currently sitting in 4th, watching the pack of Orange Stuff. Oh, he tapped the tunnel, but he is fine. He'll be back in it. Orange Stuff out in front. G-Man in 2nd. Potato in 3rd right now. Potato and Leviathan switching third and fourth. VLAN also in there. Rab down in 6th after that slight bump in. AK in 7th. Orange Stuff holding the lead. Looking super solid. Oh, his rainbow gates are super tight. Coming around first place in lap number 3, holding on. Oh, I like how he does the hurdle, taking it kind of like a surfer over the side so he can keep his momentum up. Very impressive. Coming around for the win. Let's see what type of times he put down there. That was a really clean one. His top time is a 52 on the leaderboard. Oh, and he has a 53 too. Super impressive. G-Man in 2nd, Rab in 3rd, Tato in 4th, Leviathan in 5th, Smeelan in 6th, and AK in 7th. So Rab probably getting a little close to Smeelan here, but the Rab and AK battle seems to be going a Rab's way thus far after 2 heats.
Fun fact, I am flying angle mode today rather than last week.
Rab is one of the only pilots that can switch between the modes.
Leviathan, I need you to change your color, please, still. Leviathan, please still change your color.
Leviathan, switch to purple. Hit that little gear, switch it up.
Alright, update on points. Gratuitous Violets 152, Wild Wild Whoop 55, Rabdorians 110, Beep Boop Whoop 68, Angle Grinders 100, Decepticons 130, and No Cap All Gas was 67. This is heat number 3. Good luck, pilots. Any objections?
Nope.
Good luck.
3 heats, and Angle Grinder still only 10 behind Rabdorians. Orange Stuff so far with 3 solid wins. He's also out in the lead again. Oh, G-Man actually edges him there, but after the hurdle, Orange Stuff back in 1st. He's going to be at 1st place for the first lap. After him, we've got Leviathan, then G-Man, then Rab, then AK, then Potato, and then Smeelan. I think Levi is probably muted because his color is still green. But he is actually out in front, just ahead of Orange Stuff here. Orange Stuff sees him just his view and passes him on the tunnel. Oh, they are neck and neck. Who is going to win this round? Orange Stuff or Levi. They are back and forth. Oh, Orange Stuff taps on the rainbow gates, and that gives G-Man actually the win. Orange Stuff in 2nd. Levi must have had a crash. He comes in 3rd. Potato in 4th. AK in 5th. Oh, actually ahead of Rab for a round. Rab in 6th, and Smeelan in 7th. Smeelan in 7th, but luckily for his team, Rab and AK not picking up that many points on that 0 for him. So positions are still going to be very similar.
All right, pilots. Any objections?
PB for Potato on that one.
Any objections? Heat number 4.
6. Very nice.
All right, good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right, heat number 4. Rab is going to need a win if he's going to want to pull into 2nd. Let's go aboard Rab here. He is battling. He's in 3rd right now. He sees Orange Stuff and Leviathan just ahead of him. Leviathan purple now. He got the memo. And as soon as he turns purple, look at him out in front. Not a surprise that the best color helps him push to the lead. Orange Stuff in 2nd, G-Man in 3rd, Rab just behind in 4th. Everyone is locked in on this heat. They are just a little train going through the heats. Oh, Leviathan edges Orange Stuff just barely, and Rab pulls ahead of G-Man into 3rd place. G-Man back ahead of Rab, back and forth into the last lap here, through the slalom, around the hurdle. Orange Stuff has Levi just by a hair. Who will take it home at the end? It looks like Orange Stuff just ahead of Levi, then G-Man, then Rab, and then AK edges Smeelan right at the last second. Smeelan in 6th and Potato in 7th. Let's see how close that one was. Ooh,
Very close, man.
Yeah.
Very close.
both Orange Stuff and Leviathan running 53s, and then G-Men and Rabs in the low 54s right behind them. Then a little bit of a gap with AK with the 58.
All right, updating points. Placements are guaranteed and sealed no matter what. Wild Whoop could potentially pass up, or no, they did pass up this. They're now in 6th, but update on points in no specific order, and then one last heat. First, second, and third is guaranteed and determined, though. Gratuitous Violets with 166. Wild Whoop with 73. Rab DeLoreans with 115. Beep Boop Whoop with 84. Angle Grinders with 104. Decepticons with 131. And No Cap All Gas with 71. Pilots, this is the 5th and final heat. Again, it doesn't matter for top 3 teams, but it does matter potentially between Wild Whoop and No Cap All Gas. We could have a shuffle, depending on what happens here. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 5.
All right. Last heat. Let's see if Rab can pick up a win.
Doubt it.
It will be a Leviathan or Orange Stuff, the Acro pilots, out in front. Currently, we got that group of Leviathan, G-Man, and Orange Stuff just barely ahead of Rab. He's watching all 3 of them. Oh, but he has a tighter orange or rainbow gates and catches up just a bit. Going into the tunnel on the second lap, he sees G-Man and Orange right in front of him. Levi just a touch ahead of both of them. Going through the spin on the slalom, up the, what do you call that, the ladder? Then down the dive gate onto the last lap. Just ahead of Rab, we see Orange Stuff and G-Man, and Levi just ahead of them. This is the last lap. Rab's taking as tight as he can, trying to catch up. Oh, super tight through the ladder. He's right on top of them. The final turn. Touches the wall on the last turn. Levi takes his first win. It's on a 16-7 lap and a 52 overall time. Very impressive. Orange Stuff with a 53 in second. G-Man third. Rab in fourth. Milan in fifth. Potato in sixth. And AK in seventh.
Dang, that would have been close if I didn't hit that wall at the end.
Yeah, man. It was happening like with a scotch hair, man. I was watching it. I was like, what?
Yeah, you
good
got
run though, man. You guys, great
rainbow.
job, guys, across the board, man.
I think Cash won, so it's wild. Slammed it.
Great battle there.
Great racing,
Levi and
guys.
Orange Stuff.
So Gratuitous
I'm
Violets
so exhausted.
are your top
Yes,
team.
it's very exhausting.
They are going to be the automatically guaranteed into the final 2. So they're going to be sitting out for the first relay, but we are going to see the Rab DeLoreans in 3rd place go against Decepticons in 2nd place on points. So you guys are going to start things off here. So Rab DeLoreans versus Decepticons is going to be the first one. I'm going to unlock the room. I'm going to change it to relay at the same time. I suggest Skittles and his team to download the track and go practice with the team. Is what I strongly suggest, but that is up to you guys. I'm going to get the track changed now. And I'm going to show you guys where this recharge gate is. You guys should know the drill on relay by now. You're doing 5 laps each pilot, total of 15 laps. The recharge gate is actually right behind the start-finish gate. So what I suggest you pilots to do is when you hit the wall gate right before you turn 180 down into the start-finish, just shoot straight into that recharge. And that will pass on your next teammate. Again, it is a 3v3 format. So I need both teams to join into the room. I need Decepticons and Rab DeLoreans. Again, heat number 1. So it's going to change every week on what 3 are flying. So that way it gives it a fair shuffle. Week number 1, it was guaranteed that captains flew both 2 heats, first 2. Week number 2, Tier 1's going to fly both heats, guaranteed. Week number 3, so on and so forth with Tier 2, then Tier 3, Tier 4, and so on. But this week we're going to have captains Tier 1, Tier 5 starting things off. After that is going to be Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. If it goes a 3rd round, that is when we get the choice of which 3 pilots you want to fly with. But Captain Tier 1, Tier 5 will be starting things off here. So I have Rab, Daylight, Radioactive. Again, teams, I'm going to communicate with you entirely via text chat. That's how you're going to give me a thumbs up and ready. I suggest your teams go into your own team chat, which is designated voice channel down below. So that way you guys can talk amongst each other. Again, all communications will be done via the chat. I'll need to know who is flying first and when you are ready. I am still waiting on Daylight FPV.
Daylight.
Any update from Daylight?
Did he know?
Daylight is here. He's
still
here
in
now.
Discord, yeah.
He's here. He just joined.
I'm in the room.
All right, so I have all 3v3 set to go. Again, I'm going to communicate in the text chat, so I need one person from each team to do that.
I'm going to mute myself on vMix.
Oh, and while we're getting these seated, because I didn't even remember to go through, 7th place overall, week number 2 is going to go to No Cap All Gas. 6th place overall is going to go to Wild Wild Whoop. 5th place overall is going to go to Beep Boop Whoop. 4th place overall tonight is going to go to Angle Grinders. 3rd, 2nd, and 1st to be determined. All right, I'm getting no communication from either team. I need to know who's going first in the chat, and I need to know when ready from both teams. Remember, pilots, there's no recharge where it normally is, so your whoops will begin to get a little slower as you head through this track here tonight. Make sure you get into that recharge. It is another short track, so you should be able to get all 5 laps in without having to recharge, but we'll see. I have Smeelan saying he's going first. So I have Smeelan set to go first. All right, Rabdalorians, I really need you guys to tell me who's going first, please. Rabdalorians need communication.
Stopping the race lobby now.
All right.
Oh, hey, AK. When, sorry, we had a question about the end of the lap.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you like hang a 180 like you normally do over the top tunnel into the bottom tunnel to get to the halfway point in that tunnel, and then hang another 180 to get back to the recharge gate?
That's what I would strongly suggest, because you are required to finish 5 laps and then recharge. So I'd suggest finishing the lap, and then I would just 180 right back up to that wall gate that you already came to, and just do it twice. So tunnel, and then come back up to that top tunnel, and then hit that recharge.
Cool, thank you. And then first relay is which tiers?
Wait, I have a question.
First relay is going to be Captain Tier 1 and Tier 5. What's your question?
We go.
So let's say you are going second to last. Do you need to hit the finish gate or not?
If you go very last, you do not need to hit the recharge gate. Everyone needs to get the finish gate because that's how you finish your lap. But you do not have to hit the recharge if you're the very last pilot. It is random on who is second or third, so you don't know. Everyone that's second or third should be ready to launch. That's why communication between teams will be great.
Daylight's going to go first.
I got Daylight set.
Thank you.
I'm just waiting on the readies from both teams.
We're ready.
Has to be text channel, please.
We need to get Swifty in the race lobby. Swifty in the race lobby.
Room is unlocked.
Room is unlocked, okay.
I got ready up from Decepticons. I just need Rabdalorians to ready up. Once they ready up, we will launch number 1. Swifty's in here. I'm locking room again. Changing it to relay because I just realized it's not set to that. Relay. It's single class relay, 5 laps per pilot. Actually, it's something that came up. Zotek, you in here? Okay, hold on, I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Once we have a ready up from Raptor Warriors, we're going to get this started. Heat number 1 out of 2, maybe 3 heats. All right, there's the ready up from Raptor Warriors. Good luck, pilots. This is first relay race of week number 2, Raptor Warriors versus Decepticons. They are in 2nd and 3rd place seed right now. Every week, 2nd or 3rd is all it gets you to the finals, does not guarantee your placement. So 2nd and 3rd is technically the same placement in the points through qualifying. Then it's determined on your overall placement from the first relay rounds. If you're first in points overall, you're guaranteed 1st or 2nd for the week. So even getting the most points does not necessarily secure your 1st place position. Daylight smashing through this track here, though, as he is right on the tail. Smeelan out in the lead. Daylight gets the pass. Cuts into the 3rd lap here. Looks like we're going to start seeing some of that battery sag, and it's going to show for these pilots as they're working their way now on lap number 3. Smeelan, Daylight literally back and forth right on top of each other. Daylight has a little blowout there. Smeelan gets ahead, but Daylight's a little tighter in those under-overs in the rainbow section. And, oh, Daylight decides to go for a recharge gate, not even finishing all 5 laps. That could very well hurt the Raptor Warriors a lot for him not getting all 5 laps in. And Radioactive goes down. Really not the best to start there. It was looking really good, but hitting that early recharge is really going to hurt the Raptor Warriors here. These pilots are really going to want to try and get all 5 laps in and recharge after finishing 5 laps. Let's see how Smeelan does it. He's working lap number 5 right now. He's going to want to make sure he gets to that start-finish gate and then bounces his way back into that recharge. Let's see how he does it. So he gets into that start-finish, does a quick little under-over, and he is in. Very well done. Smeelan FPV shows us how it's done. Bright 5 FPV is launched and on his way. 2-lap lead now for the Decepticons over the Raptor about a lap and a half, but still a huge gap. Half of that lap was due to the early pit of Daylight FPV. That's, again, early pits are a big hurt to your team, especially on a lap on a track where people are putting down sub 20-second lap times. You're looking at between the time you hit a recharge to launch your teammate towards on pace to where you're at, typically about 4 or 4.5 seconds. On a track like this, man, that is huge. So being able to have proper fast pits are really going to be what takes the win here. And Radioactive does the same. He only does the 3 laps and then does the pit. Looks like he's passing Rab on now. So these pilots, maybe this is their strategy. Maybe they think if they have a little bit more battery than doing the all 5, they can lay down some hotter laps. And it very well could work out that way, but typically it does not. We will see, though. Relay is a whole nother ball game of racing and a fun thing to compete in and watch. Here's these pilots battle it out for the 2-3 spot. Here comes Rab finishing up. He is now in onto his 3rd lap, or excuse me, yeah, 3rd lap, as he is trying to chase down Bright 5, but Bright 5 is cruising. Bright 5 finishes up lap 4. He is going on to lap number 5. So Rab DeLoreans are pitting after every 3 lap. Let's see if Rab pits. Rab keeps going. He sees and understands that advantage there, so he's going to push himself to get the 5, which means Daylight and Radioactive are going to have a full battery for their last 2 laps. Will it be enough for them to catch up with 2.5 laps behind? Don't see it possible, but it could happen because Bright 5 just hit the recharge. Oh, Leviticus takes off. I thought we were having a little issue there, but we weren't. Leviticus is off. Last 5 laps to go here for the Decepticons. Rab is about to come around and finish up 5th and final lap. Under, over, under. Split us, making it look easy. Here he comes around and in. Ooh, it's smart move there out of Rab. That was actually a very smart move. Did not think of that one if anyone was watching there. Rab actually hit the start-finish gate and turn around that same first tunnel.
That was a good move.
Back, which is very smart, very smart. So Leviticus, all he needs to do is finish up about 3.5 laps before Daylight does 2 and Radioactive does 2. They're actually now, funny enough, starting to close that deal and get that gap a little closer now. Rab the Warriors are only 1 lap behind. About a lap and a little over a half, actually. So about a lap and 2/3. But Daylight FPV, a faster pilot than Leviticus. Leviticus also going to be going for those 5 laps. Daylight hits recharge, sends the last 2 laps here for Radioactive. Leviticus comes around. He is now on to his last 2. And wait, just like that, wait, Radioactive, Rab the Warriors are now in the lead. Looks like they are just laying down some heat. Even with the early pits out of Daylight and Radioactive, it looks like maybe having that extra battery power was the move. Leviticus is holding off, though. Radioactive, we're heading into our final lap. Leviticus with much lower battery power than Radioactive, but Radioactive had some early out troubles. Rab DeLorean did have it there. Leviticus, though, is really putting in hard here to make his team proud. He's got a 10-gate lead now over Radioactive as he was working in the reverse split S's into the split S, 180 right. And here he comes through the wall. He's only need to get through the start-finish gate. That's it. Recharge is not needed. Decepticons, the first win. Radioactive comes around. Rab DeLorean's only 5 seconds behind. Wow, very close relay race. Very, very close relay race. So now we're going to head into the second heat. Decepticons get the first win. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 is going up now. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn off loose pilots from flying and see our Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So for the Rab DeLoreans, we're going to have Daylight, Swifty, Zotac. So Daylight's in. Swifty's in. Zotac's in. Zotac's going first. I got them set. Decepticons, I'm going to have Bright 5, Easy, and Jasus. And reminder, this is a big hurt to the Decepticons because Jasus filled in for Easy Racer. When it comes to this means that Leviticus now needs to fly in place of Easy Racer. So Jasus cannot technically fly for both. So Leviticus, Bright 5, and Jasus is who it's going to be. I cannot tear down pilots. That's how it works, Bright 5. I do apologize, but hopefully next time your whole team can show up, and we won't have this issue. Who's going first? Bright 5's going first, and I got a ready from the Rab DeLoreans. I just need a ready from the Decepticons. It could potentially hurt the Decepticons as they get that first win, but the second round, they're actually missing one of their pilots. So their Tier 3 Jasus flew in behalf of both himself and Tier 2, which was Easy Racer FPV, unable to make it here tonight. So since this second heat is Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 2's missing, we can only go down. We cannot have a higher tier bump down, so that means Leviticus has to fly. It's going to be Leviticus, Jesus, and Bright 5. I still need it ready up for my Decepticons. Alright, good luck, pilots. Seat number 2, possible 3. Let's see. We're going to watch Zotek for Sprite 5. Interesting turn of events here. Zotek Tier 3 pilot going against their Tier 1 pilot, so they're sending their fastest against Rabdolorians, technically on the placements of tier picks, slowest, but let's see how they both handle this track. Bright 5's in with 1 lap. Zotek in with 1 lap. So it might actually be beneficial to do the 3 lap and then pit. I don't know. We saw Rabdolorians pulled off earlier, get up ahead, but had some early troubles there for last lap out of Radioactive. Leviticus was able to hold them off and get that W, even with running a 5-lap battery run. Zotek done with 2, on to 3. He is about a third of a lap behind. But again, fastest against what's technically known as the slowest on Rabdolorians. But Zotek, man, absolutely crushing this track, making it look easy. You see us slapping these sticks around. Finishing up 3. He might be going for the 5. I think he's going to. I think Rabdolorians are going to start pushing the 5 laps every time here, just to see if it makes a difference for them. We don't know who's launching second. It's always a surprise. Bright 5 done with 4. He's now on to 5. Still about a third of a lap ahead of Zotek. Not a whole lot. Maybe a half a lap now, but still. From the fastest to the slowest, Zotek is handling it right now as he comes around. Finish up lap number 5. Leviticus, or Bright 5 is in for the recharge. Or is he not? Yes, he is. Jesus goes, Zotek. Here comes Zotek, finishing it up as he is now launching Daylight. 20 gates behind. Jesus trying to chase him down. First, second, third place points still up for grabs. We'll be finding out our third place points here soon enough, as we're watching Daniel Daylight and Jesus. Looks like Daylight did reel in about 2 gates in a lap there. I need to reel in Jesus quite a bit more than that to gain that upper hand. But again, the next heat, or the next pilots that are going to fly, Swifty a Tier 2 against Leviticus a Tier 5, subbing in for a Tier 2. So that might be the big determining factor there. This may put a lot of weight on Swifty, but let's see how he does it. Daylight pulls off a little front flip. A very good pilot at Acro in real life on whoops, and he made us, he even pulled a little trick for us this time. As he is now about 12 gates behind Jesus as we are working lap number 4. He's reeling them in slowly but surely. This is going to be interesting to watch. Swifty's probably going to launch after Leviticus, but Swifty, based on tiers, is faster than Leviticus, so we'll see. Not sure how it's going to work, but let's see here. Jesus now only about 10 gates ahead of Daylight. Looks like Daylight can reel him in by about 2 gates every lap here. Daylight's having a really strong run here too, but here comes Jesus. He is done with his 5 laps. He's hitting recharge. He's into recharge now. Daylight has trouble. He gets into recharge zone. Not enough to really throw him off. Leviticus is off. There goes Swifty with about a 8-gate deficit. Rabdolorians here. Rabdolorians need this win to stay alive. If they lose this run here, that will be it. Decepticons will make it into the finals race against Gratuitous Pilots. Let's see what happens here. Or will Rabdolorians hold on by a string and send this one to round number 3, where each team gets to choose their 3 pilots that they fly with. That'll be interesting to see who gets picked, and I always like seeing it go there, but as of right now, Decepticons are in the lead. but barely. Looks like Swifty now has Leviticus in his sights, and right as I say it, Swifty goes down, then gets confused. That helps Leviticus pull ahead now about 8 gates on him. It's pretty much where it started on lap number 1 as we're working lap number 3. So Swifty's going to have to stay super clean and really push it here, or Leviticus is going to need to have a bit of some bobbles and troubles. But he's still holding him off. Leviticus finishes up 3. He's on to 4. Swifty goes down in the big tower under over as he hits the split S180. Here he comes around. Now we have a 16-gate lead out of the Decepticons. So as long as Leviticus keeps doing what he's doing, I think it's safe to assume that the Decepticons are going to take the win here and work their way into the finals against the Gratuitous Violets. And that'll be the first time we see the Decepticons making it into top 3. So good to have them here. We saw Gratuitous Violets in last week, and we also saw the Beep Boop Whoop in last week too. So things seem to be changing around, which is good to see. That's what we want to see. But man, those Gratuitous Violets are really holding these teams off. We're going to hopefully shake things up as the season comes along and these tracks get a little bit more tighter and technical. Swifty comes in for the recharge. Doesn't have to recharge, but he gets it and takes the win out of Leviticus by 3 seconds. Holy cow, Rabdalorians win heat number 2. Oh, wait. Yeah, they beat him by 5 seconds. Excuse me, I thought that was a 0. So this is going to be the tiebreaker heat. I love seeing this. This makes for some very exciting racing. Rabdalorians, Decepticons, they get to choose. I would assume these pilots are going to run their Captain Tier 1, 2, 2. And I'd assume Decepticons are going to run Tier 1 Captain 1, 3 for us. Yep, they called it. Okay, I got it. So, yep, I figured that much. Makes sense for the picks. This is to determine who goes to the final 2. I'm going to need to know who's launching first for both teams. I have Daylight in. I have Rab in. I have Swifty in.
Does it go to a third round?
Nealon, yeah, it is going to a third round. Rabdalorians won by 5 seconds the second round, lost by 3 the first round.
Woo.
Very, very close racing. This is fun to watch. So, yeah, we're going the last round now. Bright 5, Jasus, and Smealin all set. Swifty, Rab, and Daylight all set. Smealin's going first. Smealin set in. Swifty goes first. Got both. Just need ready up from Decepticons, and we will get the tiebreaker out of the way. Gratuitous Violets. Or no, excuse me. Decepticons. I was looking at the wrong week first. Rabdalorians. All I need is those Decepticons to tell me they're good. We will launch. There it is. All right, good luck, pilots. I will be right back. 2 minutes myself, but here we go. Good luck. out soon. Sorry for the silence for our viewers at home. Had a random craving for some coffee, so I'm gonna make some coffee. But on to what's more important here. Let's watch this race. So where are we at? Wow, we're only a 3-gate difference right now between Rabdolorians and Decepticyan. So it looks like Smeelan already put his laps in. Short and Swifty. They sent their fastest and their slowest against each other. Now Jasus and Daylight. Jasus is actually a Tier 3 pilot subbing in, and he was subbing in for Tier 2. He flew for Tier 3 and Tier 2, but he's holding it down trying to fight against Daylight FPV. Holding them off right now, but man, Daylight's very fast on this track. Absolute monster this week as a Tier 1 pilot. He is right on the tails of Jasus, as these pilots are literally neck and neck as they are fighting their way on lap number 4 here. We're going to watch Daylight chase him down. Man, Daylight's literally right on his tail, and Daylight seems to have gotten the pass. That means Rab is going to go up against Bright 5, and we all know how much of a monster Rab is, so, but don't count out Bright 5. We saw some amazing laps out of him excuse me, earlier in his tier races. Oh, and Jasus gets into that recharge before Daylight, because Daylight got confused forgetting that he was done with his 5. But it's like still, Bright 5 was a little slower off the line though, so Rab got to take off before him. Rab though sitting out in the lead right now for the Rabdolorians. Captain putting all the pressure on himself, not only in the 5th round of heats and sliding his team into that 3rd place spot, but Rab just went down in the tunnel, spawned outside of it, has to come back inside of it now. Bright 5 gets the pass on Rab. We are lap 2 of 5 in for these pilots. Rab sees Bright 5. He's going to try and do everything he can to reel him in. He's pushing really hard, making it look good as Rab comes around now within feet. Bright 5. Oh, and I watched Bright 5 go down in the tunnel. Never a fun mistake to make. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the race, if there's a determining factor on this track, it is that tunnel. I cannot guarantee we won't see another one of those tunnels in this series, but I can guarantee you won't in the next 2 weeks. Track number 3 is to be released after we get into these finals, which are to come. Rabdolorians seem to be the ones that are going to take it here, and they're going to be going against the Gratuitous Violets. We'll see how that looks as we gear up for the finals. Rabdolorians, though, on to the 5th and final lap, already out of the tunnel and through the dive. Bright 5 just now finishing up lap 4. Rab out in front by about a half a lap now. Safe to assume Rabdolorians are going to take this and hold it down, losing the 1st round, holding it down in round number 2 and 3. There it is. Rabdolorians pull a new fast 15 lap time of 330 seconds. Well done, Rabdolorians. Not letting it get to their head that they lost that 1st round, knocking out on the both round 2 and 3. Great job, Rabdolorians. An impressive performance. Great race to watch. Gratuitous Violets, Rabdolorians, you guys are going to be up next. And I'm going to unlock the room now so we can start getting those pilots seated. It's the same flight orders. I'm going to hop over to Gratuitous to tell them they're up.
Pretty quiet over here.
Yeah, nice comeback there, Rob.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys. Yeah. I walked away and I came back. You guys were still racing. I was like, oh man, we did it. Yeah.
Great job to the Decepticyans, coming in 6th or 5th place last week, now 3rd place this week. So great job on those points there. Oh wait, no, excuse me. They came in 3rd last week and 3rd this week. Decepticyans, excuse me.
Whoa,
yeah, they were in the finals last year. Last week.
Hello.
So Rabdolorians, though, very impressive job there. interesting to see. We had Daylight and was it Swifty or possibly Zotek pitting after 3 laps on the first round, and that might have been the reason of the difference why they actually didn't win it. No, it was Radioactive actually, and Daylight that had pit after 3 laps, and you know, I kept saying it. You guys couldn't hear it because you were gone, but I really thought that was going to hurt you guys, and it did. You lost that first race, but then you guys all went all 5 laps, round 2 and 3, and won it. So good job, Raptors. That was awesome to see. Great performance. We're going to gear up. I'm going to start getting these pilots set. This is going to be the finals right here. Again, it's the same order, so we're going to start off with Captain Tier 1. Tier 5 is going to start things off. So Captain Leviathan, Tier 1 OG Dr. Love, and Tier 5 Scout, a low-key monster on the sticks, especially in week number 2. And then Rab DeLoreans, we have Rab, Daylight, and Radioactive.
What? That was awesome.
I do need Radioactive to the lobby, please. Not sure why he left. Radioactive to the lobby, please.
Swifty, jump back in there too, man.
Yes, please get your whole team in there if you could. We're going to get ready here. Need Radioactive in the lobby. Any words from him?
Ouch.
Is he still in the team chat?
All right. Wow, that was intense, man. Heart sound, everything. Can't beat that. Pure adrenaline.
I'm gonna leave this server while the leaving's good.
Nice.
Not ruin a race.
Skittles is working that stress out.
Yep.
He's working it real hard.
Alright, Radioactive is in here. I'm going to set him to fly. I am now locking the room. So Radioactive, Rab, Daylight should be set. It is. Should be Leviathan, OG, and Scout. And it is. Alright, all communication is done through the text chat from now on.
Yep, I'll be back.
Be ready. And real quick here before we get going for this final race, while I'm still waiting for who is readied up, we're going to do a quick shout out for all our sponsors. Let's cruise through this list real quickly here. I'm sure we'll be talking about a ton after. But WeBleedFPV, Full Send FPV, NewbieDrone, RailPro, Bill's House of Drones, TinyWhoop, Velocidrone, FPV Exchange, Drone Nation, Drone Zone New Jersey, Beta FPV, and of course this is powered by Hydra FPV and Perspective Image. Shout out to all our proud sponsors, a little over $3,300 on the line. This is heat number 1 I have ready from both teams. Good luck, pilots. Here we go. It's going to be interesting. So we're sending Rab DeLoreans once again sending their solar pilot Radioactive, not slow by any means, but and the series is considered the Tier 5, which respectfully considered slow. A little bit of troubles there for Radioactive, though, as he is stuck in this tunnel. Tons of rough spawns, man, over and over, and he gets through it. But, man, Leviathan's already just about a whole lap in. That's going to really hurt the Rab DeLoreans here. Rough start. Radioactive Leviathan, team captain of the Gratuitous Violets, out in the lead here by almost a full lap. He's about 3/4 of a lap now already ahead. Let's see, he's working lap 2. Radioactive just finished up 1. He is on to 2. Leviathan just finishes up 2. He's on 3. And Radioactive goes down in the tunnel again. Leviathan now hot on the heels of Radioactive, looking to close in that lap.
Man. Pretty epic racing. I should have stayed in the server.
Oh, if you
I've
want,
seen it delayed.
I can after this one. I'll unlock the room if you
Maybe
want to
I'll
hop in.
rejoin. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to rejoin after this one, I can let you in.
I had to watch on Twitch because YouTube is so much more delayed. It's crazy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it seems like it. YouTube, Twitch is like almost right on.
It's good to know.
At least for me. You know.
I wonder how close
Maybe
the Facebook one is.
I wonder.
I think typically, normally the Facebook one's like 3 or 4 seconds behind.
It'd be cool if somebody could, as much as we want the viewership other places too, it'd be cool if somebody could feed it into Discord also.
Yeah.
Then it's more real time, you know?
Right. I mean,
It's
the only
like-
thing I could think of is a share screen, right? That's about it.
Yeah, you can get a feed from one of the producers might be able to do it somehow. Whoever's doing that. This is insane. What lap are they on for you right now?
Yeah, that is a fair point there, Greg. Yeah, we get limited amount of people when we do a share screen. Now, now
that's a
we
good point.
have
Good point.
lap number 8 working OG Dr. Love's on lap number 3, second pilot, and Daylight's on lap number 1. We got 2 laps ahead. Actually, 2.5 laps ahead right now for the Gratuitous Violets, so they're really crushing it right now. Granted, they did go opposite in order. Leviathan, fastest pilot first. OG, second fastest pilot second. Means you're going to send Swifty third. They went Radioactive first, Daylight second, Rap third. So
Is Scout running this race or is that next race?
Scout is running this race.
This race.
He will be up next, yeah.
Wow, here we go.
Yeah, he'll be up after OG Dr. Love, as OG's finishing up lap number 5 now. He's got about half a lap to go. And then we'll see Scout laying it down, man. He's a monster.
Uh-huh.
OG's in, launches Scout. And exactly 2 laps ahead.
Everybody's doing the Rab turnaround now. Or at
Yeah,
least
they
OG
are.
did
I
it.
noticed
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I totally dig it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's how you do it.
Yep, that's smart. That's smart.
Mhm.
I forgot that it triggers at the
Trailblazer.
center of the tunnel, so you can really turn around.
Yeah, it's crazy in these whoops.
Yeah, that's looking great, but Scout is just on one this night. I don't think there's going to be a catching up to them on this run.
Scout's flying Acro also, huh?
Is he?
Interesting.
looks
Yeah,
like
looks like it. Unless he's mode 2. I mean mode 1.
Oh, maybe.
No, but it
Yikes.
doesn't. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's definitely
no,
Acro.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely Acro. I'm kidding. It's funny how that looks, though. Kind of the same.
Yeah, it does for
He's
sure.
doing great.
He's doing killer. I don't think it's I don't think Rap DeLoreans are going to stand a chance on this first one. They're still about almost 2 full laps behind. Scout's only 3 gates behind Rab, and Scout has 1 more lap to go. Rab has 3. So
Who is this guy? 1100 Velocidrone rank?
oh, right.
Nah, he started with a lot less today though, so it's like, you know, he got some winning all those races.
Yeah. All right, here comes Scout. He's going to come around. Let's see. 3:30 is the fastest time. Let's see what time this is. And 320. Wow, 10 seconds faster than Rabdolorian's fastest 330.
Wow. Yeah, Twitch is only like 3 seconds behind you or something around. You said that, and then it hit pretty quick after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not
pretty much right on. Good enough.
Yeah, no, that'll work.
I'm actually gonna stick here and just watch the split screen. It's great.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, I won't join.
And Rab's got about 6 gates left. And here he comes into the start finish. There it is with a 358. 38-second difference. Well, oh, shoot.
Zotek's got his game face on. Ready to go. Skittles is in there too. This is great. And OG. Wow, you got nobody. AK. That's epic. I guess it's my turn to join in. That's what I'll do. Pretty great night tonight. Orange stuff was lights out in captains earlier. That was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yep. Scoring 46 in captains. That's like that's gonna be hard to top. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody can do a clean 5 runs or something.
All right, so we're going to Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 now.
I'm pumped for this race. You've got all your co-commentators racing. It's epic. Okay.
I know, right?
They're all in this heat too, I think. It's like we should keep the cameras on. Let's just watch their cameras instead.
Oh wait, no, OG is.
Yeah.
All right, so OG, Blunty, Skittles. So Skittles, Blunty, OG, and Blunty said I'm first. Oh wow, they're ahead of me. Okay, I like it, guys. And then I need Daylight, Swifty, Zotek. So Daylight,
Swifty, the cameras on the screen.
Zotek's going first. All right, pilots, good luck. This is round number 2. If Rabdolorians, if the Gratuitous Violets win, it's over. If Rabdolorians win the second one, we'll continue on to heat number 3. This could potentially seal the deal. Gratuitous Violets, they are the team with the upper hand. We saw an amazing performance out of them last week, getting a first place finish. Looks like they'll be going for that again in this week number 2.
Oh, we totally can see Zotek in the corner on the stream. I love it.
Nice.
He's going right now. It's great. Oh!
So it's Blunty currently got about 6 gates over Zotek. And those are both of the same tier. So this is as fair. Oh, no, excuse me. It's Blunty is tier 2, Zotek's 3.
Okay.
Here comes Zotek. He finishes up 3. He's on to 4. Only about 5 gates behind Blunty, though. That tunnel makes the gates go quick when you hit that right sweeping tunnel. Let's see, as he comes out of it, so there's actually about a 9-gate deficit now between the two. 10 gates almost. Blunty finishes up 4. He's on to lap number 5. And Zotek's coming around now. He's done with 4 on to 5. Zotek's slapping those sticks to the top as he is cruising his way through.
Yeah, I was interested to see if the sag would affect people in the tunnel at all. I really think that it's pretty minor. It's more in your head, maybe.
It is pretty minor in the sim.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure.
Yeah, in real life it'd be a little freaky.
Yeah, the sag in real life is much more drastic. That's for sure. Especially when you fly like tri-blades or quad blades, it's even worse. Do we have OG versus Daylight now?
Yeah,
and not too big of a difference. About 10, 11 gates right now.
This would be exciting, and then they get to choose who races, huh? So that'd be pretty nice.
If Rabdolorians win. Gratuitous Violets take it, it's over. And as of right now, they have it. But not by much.
Yeah,
we're going to be seeing
pilots
Swifty.
have already gone.
Yeah, they're going to switch.
Yeah.
So Skittles Tier 3 is going to go against Swifty Tier 2. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, the final pilots of both teams are the captains, huh? It's going to be Levi versus Rab.
Yeah, depending on how they set it up. Flies.
Or I mean right now,
be
right?
good to see.
Are they? Oh no, not racing. Oh,
yeah, no.
Wait,
It'll be Swifty versus Skittles.
Oh, cool.
So Swifty's Tier 2, Skittles Tier 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have to.
Gratuitous. Yeah, so it's forced on how the finals are. Besides the third heat, if you get into it, and every week it changes. Week 1, captains fly, guaranteed 2 of 3 heats. Week 2, Tier 1. Week 3, Tier 2. Week 4, Tier 3.
Oh, cool. So I was wondering, yeah, because okay, cool. That's crazy. So the captains are sitting this race. That's crazy.
yeah,
captains
are sitting right now.
I missed that in the rules.
Yeah. So that's actually something I didn't add to the sheet. I should add that.
Nice. It's a little bit of a crazy thing to like explain, but I get it. It's kind of just the same kind of shift the other direction of the thing. Cool.
Yeah,
it's good enough.
Pretty much.
So next week it'll be Tier 2. It'll be Tier 2.
Tier 2's guaranteed to fly 2 heats.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay.
Yeah, guaranteed. They'll probably fly all 3 if they make it all 3, because you pick your 3. Most teams, I'd assume, are going to go captain Tier 1, Tier 2. It just makes sense.
But I suppose it depends on like.
It could change. You got people like Scout laying down some heat. So it looks like they only have about a 8 gate. Oh, not even, man. 4 gates.
50
Skittles for Swifty.
He's not slow here. That was fast racing.
They still have 3 laps to go. 4 gate deficit. Skittles went down early. Oh no, just a small tap, but
yeah, as long as it's not gate 6.
Yeah, it was gate 6, but it wasn't enough to take him out.
Oh, nice.
It was just a bobble. He got lucky. Swifty also just had a hard bobble.
Oh, he got up quick.
Did a front flip. Got up. But it did look like Skittles pulled ahead a little bit. We got 2 more to go. This is intense. I really want to see Rab DeLoreans win it. I love seeing it go all 3.
Me too.
We're gonna need to see a big hiccup out of Skittles here. Skittles gonna have to mess up in the ladder or the tunnel here on the end. Let's see how he handles it. Here he goes. He comes in now. He is into the tunnel. Oh, little bobble, but he gets out of it okay. Swifty's only about a gate behind. He's pushing.
He's sending it.
Come on, Swifty.
He knows he needs it.
Oh, man, they're right on each other.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
His team's probably telling him.
Swifty. Come
I
on,
can't believe people don't follow him that. Here they go.
Skittles got it. Skittles got it, dude.
I'm watching it delayed.
Holy cow,
Epic.
dude.
What a finish.
Wow.
That was one of the best relay finishes I've seen in a while.
It was 0.4.
No. Wow. Too fun. It would have been great. So close. Seeing another race.
Yeah.
Well, either way, that was worth it. That was fun, guys.
That was amazing to watch. That was such a blast to watch. That was cool. Gratuitous Violets
sent it up that tunnel.
Yeah,
perfect up the
4.4, man.
Wow.
Hey, oh man.
I gave you a run for your money if you want,
I saw Swifty catching up with me.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Listen to all this excitement.
I thought the
coming in.
4th lap was the final lap, and I kind of took that turn wide.
Dude,
Skittles, I tapped the tunnel.
How nervous were you, Skittles?
I thought the 4th was the last lap, so I was like, yeah.
that was
and then I like took the turn wide. I was like, oh crap.
Notice.
And then I tapped the
unbelievable. Way to go, guys.
on the way out.
You really keep that together, man.
I want to get some after race interviews with these teams real quick, if I may, our top 2 teams here. So if you're not in the chat, if you could please hop up in here. I want to hear how you guys felt about this track. I want to know how you felt about the relay and everything in general. So I'm going to start it off with the Rab DeLoreans. They're our 2nd place overall team here tonight. I'm going to start with Tier 5. Radioactive, are you in here? And if you are, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm here. I felt pretty good till the relays. I got a little discombobulated as it was the first time I'd ever done relays. But got one under my belt now and I feel better going forward. But I really like the track.
Awesome. Glad to hear Radioactive. And I noticed relay, your guys' very first round there when you guys went against the Decepticons. Both yourself and I believe Zotek went into the what do you call it? Daylight and Radioactive. You both went into the recharge gate after lap number 3, which is a smart move to do in a normal relay status. But these tracks on these WeBleed series are such shorter tracks that you can get all those 5 laps. But you lost that first round, and you guys all went the 5 laps, and then you were able to take that 2 and 3 against the Decepticons and bump your way into the finals. So well done. That was an awesome performance, Mr. Zotek. WeBleedFPV, the man himself. What's up, dude? How are you doing?
What's up, man? Oh, man, that was awesome racing. Really super stoked that the team, solid second place win. Team stepped up. I had a couple good runs, so I felt really good. I redeemed myself from the, first part of the series. So, but yeah, no, the track was designed perfectly. The tunnel definitely sucked a lot of pilots in. Really designed well, had a great time. Looking forward to the next tracks. But yeah, man, thank you, AK. That was a great design, and we had a lot of fun. And good job, guys. Gratuitous Violets right there. Nice win. I almost had you.
Amazing performance. Amazing.
Exactly the same.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna talk to the next tier up, tier 2. Swifty FPV, man. Oh, dude, you almost had that. I was literally screaming on the live stream here. Get him, Swifty! Get him, Swifty! Catch Skittles! Let's go to the finals. And you almost had it there, man. How you feeling though? How you doing tonight, dude?
Feeling pretty good, man. I was definitely pushing really hard. I gotta say, man, the team is awesome that I'm on. These guys got my back. We've all got each other's back. So I just gotta shout out to the team for just being awesome and being there for each other.
That's cool.
What it's all about.
That's really cool to hear. Yeah, and we're happy to have you here, Swifty, man. That was literally, like I said, I was screaming, man, and I was thinking it to myself on that lap number 5 when you were in that slalom and you did that little ground tap front flip and then started continuing on, man, with a 0.4 15 lap difference, which is literally almost unheard of in most racing. It's just awesome to see, man. I think that might have been the difference there, but nonetheless, you were really reeling in Skittles. I could see Skittles kind of easing off on that lap 5, just making sure he kept it smooth, and you almost had him. That was really fun to watch, so good job from the Rab DeLorean's team, Tier 2 pilot Swifty FPV. And then one of my favorite pilots out there in the world, hands down. I love this kid to death. One of the best when it comes to freestyle whoops, and a monster in IGAO as well. Daylight FPV, buddy. How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing okay.
Spoken like a true champion.
Man of many words.
Yes, he is still so stuck in that race mindset. He's like, I just want to keep going. No, Daylight, awesome job, man. You laid it down. I got tons of messages from you this week, and you send those screenshots. You beat my time, which I love. I love seeing it, dude. You're a really awesome pilot. And man, this week seemed to really be one of those tracks that clicked well with you. So hopefully that momentum continues on throughout the season, because you guys really put on an excellent performance this evening. And of course, the captain, the famous Tiny Whoop pilot, Mr. Rab FPV. What's up, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I mean, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat just wishing we'd be going around 3 right now, honestly. But
I agree.
Your performance was immaculate to watch. Watching you go against the Decepticons was absolutely insane. I mean, you literally have the exact same line, the exact same perfection. Every single time, it literally looks like a robot is flying. So always awesome to have you here, Rab, and watch you fly. Congrats on the 2nd place finish. That's a strong comeback from last week, guys, where you got 6th place. So 6th to 2nd. Great job, Rab DeLoreans. That's big. That's big.
Thank you. I'm really happy for my team improving massively since last week. I'm so happy for my team.
That's something you should be proud of too. And I mean, and as we've seen now from just 2 weeks, it's not necessarily about who's the fastest, but who's really putting in the efforts. I mean, it is about who's the fastest, of course, but so much more comes into play. Who's actually grinding this track day in and day out? Who's putting down times? Who's finding where they can shave those milliseconds? Is really what it comes down to. And of course, keeping consistent. So great job to you guys, Rab DeLoreans, for not only being the 3rd place team and bumping yourself into 2nd on points too as well, which is awesome to see.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, guys.
Rab DeLoreans.
Yeah, great job, Raptolorian. So I'm going to chat now with our winners. This is starting to feel a little bit like deja vu. I talked to you guys last week. I'm talking to you again week number 2. I hope to not talk to you week number 3. No, I'm just kidding. But Tier 5 pilots starting it out. Man, I got to give it up to Scout, dude. You are freaking nuts, man. 60 seconds, 3 laps as a Tier 5 pilot. I mean, man, if I was you, I'd be like, have my shirt off, flexor. No, I'm just kidding. But you're doing really good job. How are you feeling, man? How does this track and you collide? I mean, what talk to us a little bit.
I mean, I was just nervous going in because it's my first race, and I got picked by Levi, and I really didn't want to let him or anyone else on my team down. But
so wait, so this was your first race ever?
I mean, I've done in-person races, but
okay. I was gonna say that would be insane.
First Velocidrone race, though, and on top of that, I mean, have you done relay before on Velocidrone?
Nope.
First time, right? So it's a learning curve, and you handled it like it wasn't a learning curve, like you already knew exactly what you were doing, and you laid down some heat. You pulled almost a perfect this evening, which is, again, very unheard of. So awesome to see. Very excellent performance out of you, Scout. Excited to see what you do next week on track number 3, where things start to get a lot more tight and technical. Quite the big jump from track number 2 to 3. You guys are really going to enjoy if you like tight tech tracks, as things are getting tighter come week number 3. But on to tier number 3 pilot. EDOC is tier 4. He's sitting out this week. So tier number 3, that's Mr. Igao, also an announcer of this series. Mr. FPV Skittles himself. What's up, man? How we doing?
Good. That was a really fun race. I think I might have been the slowest on my team this week, because EDOC was grinding even though he wasn't in the race this week, and then Scout was consistently faster than me. So when we were running our own team heats, I was consistently the last one. So I'm pretty impressed with my team overall.
Absolutely amazing performance. Now, you guys have killed it week in and week out thus far. I mean, and not only just performing every week, you know, these first 2 weeks, but also on the leaderboard too. I mean, you guys have been laying it down. I watch those leaderboards. I see who's grinding on it. I mean, I hop on at least once a day, every day, to, you know, see where the leaderboards are at, maybe throw in a couple packs if I can, but always seeing your team at the top of that list and always grinding for new times. So, you know, well-deserved out of you guys, Gratuitous Violets. Awesome job. Heading to our Tier 2 pilot, it's Blunty. Just watched a video of you the other day talking about Whoop Wars with Mr. You're going to learn something today. So it's Blunty. Happy to have you here. What's going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling?
Not much. I'm feeling great, man. Just happy to be taking a second week in a row. Our team is just, I think, the other guys have said it, but our team is just excellent, man. We've been all grinding away. EDOC was there grinding away, even though he wasn't racing this week, and all pushing each other hard. So I know I was working really hard at the leaderboard this week, trying to get those times down. I love these technical tracks. I'm excited to hear the next one's even more tight and technical. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm excited to move into week 3.
Yeah, man, and we'll be seeing you, well, majority of the pilots here, and others will be seeing you in Colorado at the end of this month. And if you guys haven't seen the schedule, I think I need to update it still, but that week we will not be racing, which is May 30th. We will not be racing because a majority of pilots will be in Denver, Colorado, battling it out at Whoop Wars Denver. So with that being said, keep that in mind for the schedule, guys. But awesome performance, it's Blunty. Always a pleasure having you here. You've always been a part of the series, and we're glad to continue to have you. And not to mention, you're a big face of the FPV scene, and you're a very well-respected pilot at that. So having you, you know, supporting the different events going on is definitely a huge help. So everybody appreciates having you a part of the community. So awesome to have you, man. And heading into our Tier 1 pilot. Actually, let's just skip him. No, just kidding. He's one of my favorite people ever, man. This is like my brother from another mother right here, all the way across America. OG Dr. Love, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yo. Oh man, I am pumped. I am pumped. This is such a solid team. You know, I'm not a leaderboard guy, and our team's not really filled with a bunch of leaderboard guys. We're filled with a bunch of grinders, a bunch of dudes that are just gonna put the time in, like you said, and we all show up when the race happens, and nobody's taken a relay heat from us yet. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh boy, that is true. They have not ever lost a relay heat. That stands true. They have competed in 3 now. Yeah, that was close one, man. They're close.
Oh yeah, that was nuts. I watched Swifties run like the whole 3rd lap. I was watching from his perspective, and he was right there. It was so quiet.
Yeah.
His course, nobody was saying nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how much things change when it gets down to that wire there, how much more quiet things become. So, but nonetheless, excellent performance. Again, as I've stated a million times, tons of love for your team, but I'm always a rooter of the underdog, so I hope some team is able to take these guys out next week. But let's tune in to their final pilot and their top pilot. He's the one that drafted and picked this team, the dream team here, Mr. Leviathan. What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Good, man. I'm good, man. What did you think of the track? What did you think of your team's performance this week?
The track was definitely a little bit different than last week. It was a little bit more technical. There were some spots you had to be really careful, like the tunnel, of course. But I thought it was really fun still. You know, it had the nice little ladder. I don't know what you call that with the glowy gates. That was pretty fun. I like that type of stuff.
The window pane. Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing more of that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to. I promise you guys are going to feel a pretty big change from week 2 to 3 on level of difficulties. It's all going to be more about holding a tight line opposed to holding that stick all the way at the top come week number 3. So
I'm
excellent
looking forward to it.
Me too.
Me too.
It'll be good. It'll be good. I know that there's a few of us that really like the
we're sitting out, Zotek.
What's up, buddy?
Included, but
We're sitting out. It's too bad.
Yes, yeah, we are, man. It's all right.
So with that being said, though, I'm going to pass it off to Zotek here in just about 1 minute so he can close us off. Shout out to our sponsors, of course. But real quick before I do go, guys, I am hopping into Track Editor right this second to upload track number 3. You guys know the drill. You'll search my name or search WeBleed in the track name description. That'll be up here in just about 30 to 45 seconds. I'd say that'll be available for download to start leaderboard smashing. Week number 3, again, week number 3, Tier 3 sits out. So Skittles, Gaining Ground, Zotek, Mayan Hawk, Fresh Bread, Jasus, and Toxic, you will be sitting out come week number 3.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you, AK. Thank you, Skittles. Thank you, OG Dr. Love. Thank you, pilots, for participating at the conclusion of week number 2 here. Just want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors as we close this event out. WeBleedFPV.com. We bleed. Our boys, FullSendFPV.com. Check out Whoop Wars Denver. NewbieDrone.com. RailPro.us. BillsHouseOfDrones.com. TinyWhoop.com, Velocidrone.com, FPVExchange.com, DroneNation.org, DroneZoneNJ.com, DroneZone, and BetaFPV.com. Thank you to all these sponsors that participated in the WeBleed eSports, Whoop series. Powered by our buddy over there, Greg, at Perspective Image. Powered by Perspective Image and Hydra. Thank you, Greg. Guys, I'm Zotek. We're going to sign off right now. Thank you. We'll see you next week, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And that's a wrap, folks.
Yeah.